Alright, stream is unmuted. Mind your tongue. Lest YouTube bans us and I lose all of this fucking thing, because there are no backups. So, thank you, YouTube.
Well, demonetized, not you'd have to
I
do
would
an awful
make
lot.
it
Yeah, they could ban us.
I would make a good Nazi, Stefan.
Oh, here we go.
It's true,
It's
actually.
because he's blonde.
He would make a good Nazi.
Hello.
Hello, you're late, Joanne.
Yes, bully the little autist kid.
Yeah, Alex, let's not.
Alright, let's go. Let's carry on. Let's start. Has everyone got everything to start
Yep.
this week's session of D&D? Well, you have to bear with me. I have a quite bad lung infection, cough / bacteria running through my fucking lungs at the moment. So I have to stop and slow down every now and again, but I'll probably ignore it and cough horrendously at the moment. Anyway, so how's everyone doing? Good?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Cool.
doing good.
Everyone got the Bardley link, or do you want me to link it?
Can I have it because I'm on my laptop?
Right,
Oh no, I have it. Oh, sorry, I got it.
Alright, it's in the chat if anyone wants it. Right, so, transition, nice, la la la. Right, so, has everyone got drink and stuff? You're not going to need
I'm
a drink
ready.
or a toilet or anything?
No, I'm
No.
good.
Ready to go.
Cool, so, last we left our heroes, let me just turn down Bardley a little bit, so I can look at my notes. So, last we left our heroes, the Clive 5, after having lost a mysterious member... having lost a member to a mysterious villain in black armor, working for someone named Neruzata, had teamed up with a brother-sister team of tieflings who were passing through Barathon, Saka and Darius. Strangeness occurred when the two could see the Oak Bull, the magical hideout of the strangers, and it eventually was tied to an attempt by the Magisterium in Barathon to banish the tower to its pocket dimension. You guys, forced to leave your sanctuary for the last few sessions, were forced to hit the road once again, hoping to put the politics of Barathon behind you, as you said goodbye to the strangers. For the time being, you might see them again soon. On the road, you met the eccentric yet warm figure of Mahir Vahiran, a member of the High Council in the Shining Revel, which is the government of the Dancing Coast, who invited you to a party at his house in the estate of Fountainford. So, as the sun rises, about 10 miles from Port Daron on the 37th day of spring, what would you like to do?
We thought about the running. Didn't think much about the doing. Did anyone have any business in the port?
Oh yeah, I've got some stuff to do.
Oh, what's that?
Just none of your business, really. No offense. I'll let you know, maybe closer to the time.
That's not on us at all.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyone else?
No. We just followed you.
I mean, I could use some time to try and figure out who that black man in the black armor was.
Yes. Well, if there's nothing particularly pressing, we could go to this party. Might help us get our minds off of recent events.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. I think we should go to the party.
a good idea.
I like this.
Okay.
Mahir Vahiran did say that it wasn't going to be... it wasn't necessarily the next couple of days. Because he's only just returned back to his house, so he needs to organise it and plan it and stuff.
Okay. Well, yeah, so it's not going to be immediately, but maybe in the meantime we could have a look around some work, see what... I guess just basically see what there is in the area.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
I like
so...
that. Go to-
You're going to head towards the city. You're about 10 miles away at the moment, on the Old Merchants Road. You have quite a nice view over the sea, over the Dancing Coast. The sort of azure shining sort of glinty sort of sea. You see on the horizon these sort of a few merchant vessels just bobbing just out of, almost coming out of eye shot as they cross over the horizon. And as you sort of begin to head towards the Dancing Coast, you spot for the first time this long, large sort of sandy beach, which opens up. It's still quite cold. It's still quite early in spring, but you see a couple of people fishing. You know, with getting their boats out on a sort of small pier. You know, enjoying the sun as the rains have now passed.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you follow the road, and it passes in between two large rocky hills dotted with the occasional shepherd's shack and small family farm, it opens up to reveal a relatively small city of two parts. The first that you see from this vantage point on the hill is... let me actually move the map so you can see the pointer on my drawing. Okay, so the first is made of wooden floating houses constructed from decommissioned merchant ships, neatly bundled amongst each other with canals and small boats transporting goods between the many bridges that ties this part of the city together. This part of the city looks quite tightly packed. A lot of people, from what you can see, very small specks on the horizon from where you are. But you can see like boats coming in and out of that. And then you also see a more rich area, which is up here, made of sort of large ornate marble manor houses that overlooks much of the bay. You can see that there are 3 islands which are connected to the mainland by these sort of floating bridges, with ancient forts and temples now transformed into more practicable entities such as markets, entertainment, etc. To the west on the coast, slightly off... Sorry, hang on. Slightly off from the main portion of the city, you see a large black tower, which is this here. At least 9 or 10 floors high, with gold statues depicting scenes of myth and legend wrapped around the outside. On the top is a bright purple flame, sputtering and burning brightly, which would cast, if you were at night, cast a glow over the whole city and of the bay beneath. So, as you enter the town, this is Fountainford here, this estate. What did you want to do as you sort of enter the town? Like, are you looking for somewhere to stay? Or are you just going to have a walk around? Or
What time roughly is it at the moment?
It's coming to about 11:30 probably.
AM.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, well, we could look for somewhere to plant our roots if we're planning on staying here for a few days.
Is there anyone nearby we
Of course the
can...
druid laughs.
That was a good one, my friend. I like that.
It's like, yes, a plant joke.
Yeah,
Anyone qualms?
let's find somewhere to stay.
Alright, make an investigation check. What are you specifically looking for, like, in
Yes,
terms
I'll
of
do it.
somewhere to stay? Somewhere a bit more upmarket, or cheaper, or...
Cheap. That's fine.
I think we're all fine with cheap.
Cheap and cheerful.
Okay. So as you're walking through Fountainford, you... Sorry, hang on a second. So, as you're walking through these sort of large manor houses with their gardens pristinely kept, strolling through, you know, taking in the view, noticing the quite, how to say it, quite slashing difference between the poor of those who live in these sort of wooden floating houses and the intense richness and wealth of those who live in Fountainford. You come across quite a small little inn, still in Fountainford, quite nice. It has this sort of like these 2 hanging flower pots out the side with these sort of like multicoloured varieties of flowers spilling across, and this sort of old lady is tending to them. She sort of notices you looking around, noticing the sign of the inn. It's called the Amethyst.
Mm.
And she says, are you looking for somewhere to stay?
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I have rooms. If you would like to stay with an old lady.
Sure. Maybe. How much a room for a night?
Probably for the 6 of you. 2 gold a night.
Not
So-
bad. Not
so-
bad.
And that's
just
in
to be
Fountain.
clear, is this actually an inn or is this just like a B&B type deal?
It's a sort of B&B. Really.
Right, so there's no there wouldn't be like an open. There's no pub area in
Oh,
here.
well, she opens the door and lets you in, and you see this quite homely. Yet it was an inn at some point, but now she's quite old. And as she walks in, she says, I only open the bars every few days, or when people stay. So there is a bar here, but it'll just be for you whilst you're staying, if that's okay.
That's absolutely fine.
Okay.
It's nice to have some privacy after the last place we stayed.
Where have you come from, travellers?
Baratham.
Oh, yes, it's quite busy up there. Yeah, I used to live there with my husband about 30 years ago.
Oh, which bit?
Well, we lived in East Hills.
wow.
He used to consult for the for the Lord, for Lord Blackfire.
Wow. Where is he now?
Who?
Your husband.
Oh, he died a few years ago.
Oh. Oh.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah, well, so guys, what do you think?
Seems like a
Absolutely.
lovely place to settle down.
Is this
This will do
where,
nicely.
is this in the fountain area, right?
Yeah, this is in Fountainford. Let me just so you'll be basically like here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, so she shows you to your rooms. You have it's 2, 2, and 2, so 3 rooms. So yeah, 2 beds each. In each room. So you can bunk up however you like. But when you come down, you can smell coming from the kitchen the sort of smell of cooking meats and bread in the oven.
Food.
She says,
Good.
Ah, yes, I do love me some food.
she said she sort of calls out from the kitchen. Do you want eggs with your sausages?
Yes.
Please.
None for me, thank you.
Oh, okay then. And after a few moments, she comes out with a bunch of plates, and as you sit down by the table, she says, "It's nice to have company. I've been quite alone recently. The local people around here don't like having a working inn so close to their estates."
Oh, I see.
Is that why this area's been closed down?
Well, I've had less work really since I retired after my husband passed away. So I only opened this place part time. Really, it's really just my home. But I would never say no to inviting people in to stay with me. Yeah, that's why I don't mind charging a cheap price.
We appreciate it very much. It's very lovely in here.
So can I ask what your business is in the Dancing Coast?
Hey, we've been invited to a party.
Oh,
Yes, I think we met the local lord by chance on the road.
the local lord?
mentioned- What was his name?
Mahir Voren. Mahir Voren?
Mahir Vahiran.
Byron.
Yeah, Vahiran.
Vahiran.
She says, I suppose that's the first culture shock of you. There are no lords in the Dancing Coast. It's those who are members of the upper class are merchants, and they go by Don or Donya.
Oh, yes, he was a well-respected merchant and gambler. That's what I have written down.
Yeah. So it's for merchants. It's Don and Donya rather than Lord. They'll get kind of offended if you call them Lord.
Okay, well, we met a very pleasant seeming man called me here. He's a... I don't know what kind of name he has around here, but...
Don Vahiran. Yes, he's quite well known in Fountainford. He has been seen quite a lot with his posse of rambunctious drunkards.
Oh.
So is he liked among the people then? Or...
Yes, out of most of those who are in the Shining Revel, I would say that he's probably one of the more likable ones.
So what does a Shining Revel really do then? Where do they meet and stuff?
They meet in the Azure Palace,
Oh.
which
Okay.
is this massive fortress. She sort of points on the map. This massive fortress here. This is their sort of
Sorry,
council
where?
chamber.
Sorry, I was just taking a
Number
note.
3 on the
Okay,
map.
cool, thank you.
But
Palace?
the Azure Palace.
Thank you.
Oh,
But,
I'm sorry, go on.
But yeah, so I mean, if you don't mind, I'm shortly going to be down at the harbour. I'm renovating my late husband's boat at the moment, and I'm trying to get it fixed up to sell. But if you have no qualms being left alone here, I'll go soon.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so she gets her stuff ready, and after feeding you, she puts her coat on and hobbles out. She gives you like a key to come in and out.
Oh, before she leaves, I couldn't help but notice the tower as we came in. Quite.
Yes.
What is that?
Oh, that's the Citadel Sin.
Oh, is that the casino that we heard about?
Yes. It is also the home of one of the council members, Eastpick Zildrim.
Easbig Zildrim.
I'll put it in the chat.
He's a big irritant.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
yeah, I was not going to guess that spelling.
Yes, he owns the casino, but I mean, a lot of tourists, especially people who have come and stayed here, they've gone there before. It's quite the tourist trap.
Oh, can we get some sick merch?
Like t-shirts.
Yeah.
But anyway, if
Guys,
you have any
really-
more questions, I'll be back probably about 6. But I'll cook you dinner then and stuff, and we can have a chat then.
Aw.
So
Thank
here's a key
you.
for you. Feel free to let yourself in and out. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you soon. I'll be down in the harbour if you wanted to come see me.
Okay, where's the harbour? Is that 2?
It's this one. Sort of 16, 14.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, so she goes off.
Right, where do we want to go?
I'd quite like to know more about the Shining Revel. Seem quite an interesting bunch. I'd quite like to know more about like what they do and how they operate and stuff.
I mean, first, should we drop our stuff off? Go to our rooms?
I'd rather just keep it with me. Just because I don't really know this lady. We just saw her on the street and we're like, yeah, let's stay in her house, but...
Yeah, I mean, we travel fairly light anyway.
yeah.
I could probably do with staying here for a while. I need to sort out my spell book after last time.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this is true. Oh, don't we also have I think we've just been so busy it's kind of slipped our minds, but there was that javelin.
4 sessions later.
Do you
what
think we could
javelin are
maybe-
you on about?
Where did we find that
Ritok
javelin?
has it.
Ritok has it.
Yeah, Riddock, you have it, right?
Yes.
Dog smashed.
Wanna fucking fight me for it? Ooh. Lads.
I'll just put this in the chat preemptively. Yeah, I'll identify it. Go on.
Okay. Yeah, it's a javelin of lightning.
After all that time.
Way!
Is it?
This is such a surprise to me.
You metagamers.
It's a javelin. It was a javelin with a lightning bolt on it. Like,
And it did lightning. It
Yeah.
made sparks.
it's like, no, it is a javelin of electricity.
There you go. knock yourself out.
So,
So-
yeah.
How long is it going to be for you to fix your spellbook, Gideon?
I mean, a few hours at the least. I'm gonna have to rewrite all this stuff, and actually, I'm gonna need to go out first and get some materials, leather, like ink.
Okay, well,
Quill.
shall we? Did you want to come out? Shall we venture to the market then
Or
And then-
only.
first? Before we do
I mean, if
anything?
you guys want, I mean, Dairis, Saka, what do you want to do?
Well, I would like to have a look around. What would you like to do, Saka?
Yes.
She would
Okay.
like to look around. Too.
I also got some gems I found in the cabinet me and Mona kind of scavenged through the other day. I kind of want to sell those out because I think they'll help me get more money to get my spellbook done.
Yeah, maybe we should give them to Scrimshaw. I know he's pretty good at chatting to people, so he might be able to get a good price if we maybe coach him beforehand on how much they're worth.
Yeah, that's I don't mind that. I mean, I think I have an idea how much it's going to cost.
Okay. If you have a general idea of how much these are worth, then maybe I could have a chat.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, what are you guys gonna do?
I think head into the market.
Okay. So. asking around, and in Fountainford, the nearest market is actually there's a small sort of farmers market that is in Fountainford, but the main one is either on the Isle of Patera, which is number 14. No, sorry, Torino is 14. This one. Yeah, the Isle of Torino. So you can go across the sort of docks, or you also hear about there's a market in the sort of plaza by the Citadel Inn that sells sort of all sorts of stuff. Or there's also the Gangdregs, which is the big slum sort of floating city that has all sorts of things. But you overhear a couple of people saying that obviously the sort of more dodgy items that you might want to acquire might be sold underhand rather than in official markets and stuff.
Is magic chill here?
Yeah, as far as you
Good, I know that. Yeah, okay, so it should be a good...
in Dancing Coast, basically their motto is everything's available for a price.
Okay, cool.
And there's merchants everywhere. If you have any questions about certain magical items that you may have heard of as well, or like sort of things, you can ask, and some merchants might be able to tell you either who might know about it, or move you up the chain to some of the more official merchants in the Shining River.
Okay, so shall we head to the slightly more market one?
Yeah, I think
14?
that'd be good. It'd be nice to have a look around as well.
Okay, so you cross over this quite rickety sort of bridge. It's made mostly out of stone, but you've seen as parts of the bridge have been worn off and fallen into the sea at times. They've just patched it over with a bit of like driftwood or planks or whatever. Go ahead.
Clive.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we need to put him somewhere.
Where's Clive?
Well, Clive,
Is there
you'd
stables?
you'd hitch
somewhere?
Clive outside the front of the inn, but yeah, it might be worth to find a stable for him.
Yeah, we might be good to do that.
Okay, we'll do that
so
first.
he's not so another orphan doesn't just come along and steal him.
Where would the stables be?
Actually,
Maybe
let's say
there.
the Amethyst has a sort of a backyard that's quite big,
Okay.
like big enough for a horse, and it has a sort of a
cool.
little barn that you could put Clive in, You haven't asked the
No.
lady if it's okay to put it in there, but
Not
Fine.
just
We
us.
we turned up with a horse. She
We didn't
probably
actually pay her
assumed.
yet, so
Yeah, that too.
oh, I thought I
You can
assumed,
ask her at dinner.
I assumed she would have taken the money first.
okay.
Oh, okay.
So how much is that each? Do we want to pay each?
I would like to point out that I paid for your horse at the stable back there, so I'm not paying anything.
How much
Wait,
gold
why
does
did you
everyone
pay for
have?
My horse. I already paid for it.
No, I had to pay 5 extra gold to get the horse back out.
Right.
You paid for 1 day. You paid for 1 day.
I'll pay for
This
it.
does sound correct, Mona.
I paid for it. Paid for it. Don't worry. I got it, guys. This night anyway.
At this point, actually, how much gold do we have as a group?
I got quite a bit from the chest the other day. I've got 466.
Oh.
I have
so much
20
for you
gold.
for your spellbook. Oh.
I have just shy of 100.
Whoa! Where did you get that gold from?
I mean, I started off with 50,
Oh,
I think.
wow.
I have 20 gold.
Well, once we sell some of these gems,
Well, I think the majority of that is going to go towards Gideon's spellbook.
I mean, I it should only cost me about, in total, to get everything I possibly could. I'm guessing about 800 gold.
I feel like we could split some of it.
Well,
I don't-
we'll see what's left. I think, given what Gideon's been through in the last few days, and I just give daggers at Morna.
Don't split all of it. I'd just be nice to get a little bit, you know? Maybe he can pay for the room.
I think let's see what's left and go from there. Okay.
Okay.
Evil eyes to Mona.
So, did you guys decide on who's paying for the room?
Oh yeah, I'm paying tonight.
Okay, that's 2 gold then.
Yeah, I've already done it.
Okay, so you make your way to the Isle of Torino. So across this sort of rickety, ransickety bridge that people on their horses and carts and a couple of people riding like an ox with a big cart on the back comes through with bags piled on top of other bags and hastily sort of wrapped around with rope so that it doesn't budge off. You looking around the market, you see a few sort of stalls. Gideon, you see a sort of a proper shop that is built into the sort of side of an ancient fortress, almost like into a wall. That when you go in there, it must have been at one point some sort of watch post or something.
Mhm.
You go in and you notice there's a bunch of books, paper on the walls, quite low lit, and just walking around a little bit. You can't see the shopkeeper, but as you sort of turn around, this very short man who's shorter than you, with this
Whoa.
long white beard, looks up at you and says, "Yes, hello. What do you want?"
I'm hoping this is the right place. I'm looking for inks and quills and things that I can write out my magic, if you know what I mean.
Yes, yes, of course. This is the perfect place. How much are you wanting to buy?
Enough to kind of do. Let's just say 300 gold's worth for now. Enough to kind of use that.
Of course, yes. And he goes back behind the sort of counter, and he pulls out a large ream of paper and slaps it on the ground so he can on the table and slaps it down. And he says, "Yes, if 300 gold's all you need, I have a little bit more if you want some."
That's very kind of you. I think I'll just take this for now, and I might be back.
Okay. Well, remember the shop is Giorgio Bonzi's.
Giorgio Fonzi's. It's nice to meet you. My name's Gideon.
Fantastic. Well, nice doing business with you, Gideon. This is certainly paid the rent for now.
Do you not get much business around here?
No, sometimes.
There must be plenty of wizards and mages and all sorts around here.
Not massive fans of magic around these parts. They worship money and other things more than magic usually.
Well,
Do they look down upon users of magic at all, or
Um,
do they just prefer?
not institutionally. Just they just can't do it.
Huh.
Not really.
so,
Perhaps there's a gap for some magical talents then.
Well, I mean, did you want work?
I mean, we're open to different things at the moment. I don't think we're set in stone as to what we're doing.
Well, there is a magisterium in this city, in the
Oh.
Isle of Elpis, which is 6.
All right.
But they don't have many people working there, and the lawmaster there, he occasionally he wants people to help him out with things. Maybe that's a good idea.
Okay. Might be worth a visit. Once we're
But,
all sorted out
I
in
mean,
the book.
what sort of work are you into? Are you sort of into doing anything?
well, we got a little while to kill. Just any work's good work at this point.
Well, if that's your mantra, then maybe you should give a visit to the House of the Profane in the gang drugs.
House of the Profane.
It sounds slightly adult for me.
Well, it is a quite risque sort of bar, but the person who owns it has other things that they tend to hire people for.
Oh well, we definitely shouldn't go there. That sounds.
Yeah, I think we're looking to stay on the good side of the law.
Oh well, it's not illegal. There's not actually
Okay.
really any laws in this society in the Dancing Coast. Not really. People have slaves,
Oh.
you know.
On the good side of those in power, then I suppose.
Okay, well, there might be a lot of money in it for you. You can
Okay,
always give it
well-
a try. If you decide against, well, I don't know why I'm bothering.
We'll
Yeah,
keep you in mind. I'm very grateful for your advice.
Cool. Well, anyway, if there's anything else you might want to buy around these parts, either ask me or whatever. I don't mind.
Oh, just one last question. Where can I sell these gems I have? And I kind of just bring out my my bag with kind of open up, showing him the various gems I have.
It's harder to sell gems than buy gems. I would recommend going to a merchant, maybe someone in the Shining River, and asking.
Okay then. Thank you.
They might be able to find you a buyer quite quickly. Selling gems to gem merchants in this town is you'll get ripped off.
Okay, thank you. I'm
Right,
not sure
well,
about the sound of... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he sort of says goodbye and stuff.
You know,
Thank you.
what bird do you think should we take? I mean, I once saw a girl called Samantha's leg, and I thought that was too much for me. So I'm not sure about going to a place where there could be all sorts of strange, exotic creatures.
I think it sounds quite fun. I'm sure Richard will agree.
Yeah, gonna look at a naked lady. I'm not sure I see the appeal.
Well, just to have a look. See if
Why?
there's any
What?
luck or
Flesh?
anything.
Yeah, why do people buy those kind of... Buy those kinds of
People
symbols?
pay to see other people's. Wait, why do people pay for that?
They got their own buddy, don't they?
I'll explain this to you later.
Well, why not now?
Later.
This is very
Not
confusing.
in front of
George.
Saka. We're not going in this place.
Saka, would you, buy
No,
bodies?
Don't. Shush.
I think I
Take
may
more-
have inadvertently portrayed this place as something that it's not. But I'm going along with it now.
It did sound a bit like a strip club.
I didn't mean for it to be that.
Mm,
Okay, well let's go and check out the Magisterium, maybe.
Well, before anything dangerous happens, I kind of want to head back and maybe work on my book for a bit.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay.
Yeah,
What are you
I would
writing?
hope that the Magisterium might be dangerous.
Well, Darius, I'm unfortunately my book got stolen.
What's
in
your
Barak.
book about?
It's a book full of
story?
spells.
Oh, that's boring.
Boring? What are you on about? This is knowledge. This is the key to everything you
remember.
can ever do in this world.
Just because you sing your songs to remember your spells.
Hey,
Some people aren't as good,
hey,
good as that.
it's not as easy as it looks, okay?
I know, that's
You
what
just
I'm
hit
saying.
things.
That's what I'm saying. I've literally said this. No, you know, I can't remember what I said. But I meant that you are lucky because you can remember them in songs, but
Well,
Gideon
maybe
here has to
Gideon
write them
should.
down.
Maybe Gideon should start singing his spells.
My head's too big to fit all those spells in the book. In my mind,
What?
What?
if I can say it
I
correctly.
think you might have gotten that the wrong way around.
My,
But yeah,
my brain is just-
we all get our spells through different means. None is better than the other. Well, except for some.
I don't even use magic for my spells.
No, you just hit things.
Yes. What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
I mean, I don't know how mine work
is
either,
magic.
but I'm pretty sure they use magic.
Anyway, I'm gonna head off. If anyone wants to come with me, I'm happy to show you how my type of magic works. But otherwise,
Okay. Perhaps if I hang on to the gems, I could. If
Yeah,
we
of
have
course.
time, I could
Here.
sell them.
yeah, here you go, Sure. I'll pass them out over to him.
I'm just going to say that
trust.
if you want to sell them today, you'll probably be selling them for not their full value. But if you found a merchant to find a buyer, it might take a few days.
So,
might take a
rough-
week or so to get full value out of them.
They'll need
Full
to get their
value.
friend in who's an expert.
Selling something for full value? What is this?
Mike's campaign, crazy.
It's just a. In my head, it's just a given that if you sell something, you get half the price.
Well,
That's-
if you went to a store and sold it, you'd probably get half the
Yeah.
price. But if you find a merchant and go through that merchant, they might ask for something else as a you know
Alright.
for their help.
Okay, so this bag of gems amounts to, I think, over half of our party's current wealth.
Well, look after it then.
I think we need to make sure we get the most out of this we can.
I agree.
The man in that shop suggested maybe going through a merchant. Anyone have any issues with that plan?
No.
How does it work? I mean, you just give it to the merchant, or
Maybe we should. So, aren't the best merchants some of the ones from the Council of Nine? Maybe we should go and ask them.
well, you do what you want. I'll see you guys later. All right.
Almost like you're about to go to a party at some point, hosted by one.
There's, just out of character. There's 3 pearls, which is 100 gold pieces each. There's 3 jet, which are 100 gold pieces each, according to generalizations, and 1 amber, which is worth 100 gold pieces. So in a total, that's 700 GPs worth of gold of gems.
Mr. Negotiator over here.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, well we can we could swing by the market and see what they'll offer. Maybe see what they've got on offer, and then swing by the other place where they said that we might find a merchant for it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Other place, which was, help me here.
Like,
No.
What place are you off to, sorry? There you go.
The place that the guy said that there would be someone to basically be a fence for it.
I don't know.
say?
I don't know if you did.
I don't think I said that. Did I?
I don't remember you saying that.
Really?
I said that the merchants from the Shining River might be able to help you buy stuff.
Oh, right, okay.
But there's not like a place that high-ranking merchants just sit around.
Just hang out ready to help people.
Yeah, like a charity.
Yeah.
Hello, I am a high-ranking merchant. Do you want to do something with me that's less profitable for me?
Yeah, like you'll have to call in some favors and maybe do something for them if you want them to help you out like that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll for the sake of expediency, I'll say that you get offered half the value of those gems.
Okay.
No, do not. Is no good.
If you were to just sell them straight away.
Okay, yeah, I think we need to take our time. With maybe if we were a bit better off, we could afford to just sell these for the more convenient price. But I think we're going to need the higher price. Well, I guess what else can we do with the day? I feel like we should wait for Gideon before going to the Magisterium. That's kind of his deal.
Okay, I'd like to check out the big over here, which that's where the government building is, right?
The Azure Palace.
Yeah, I think we should go and see what's there. What's what?
You seem very adamant to go to the government buildings.
Yeah, because that's where the Shining River are, right? And that's who we need to be a merchant for our stuff.
I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't have an alternate suggestion, so on to there.
Okay, so you head over past the harbour. You see these sort of like rows and rows of various sized wooden vessels, from like sort of sloops to galleys and galleons and sort of deal, like carracks and whatever and the like. Some large ships have just come in, and you notice that these sort of large crates are being dropped off and put onto carts and taken out, and there's about maybe 5 or 6 carts in a row getting loaded up, and they're all going off. as this bold merchant with like a very shiny bald head and just like almost no hair on his face, like you notice he has like no eyebrows, or like no 5 o'clock shadow or anything, and with these like bright blue eyes, just sort of like surveys it from the top of the ship, just like looking around, and as you walk past, you sort of like notice a few people just chatting and stuff. But as you go past them and to the Azure Palace, this sort of large.
Sorry.
Okay.
If we see them, isn't one of them a merchant, right? So we could ask him to fence our stuff.
Yeah, he's on this massive ship at the moment, but you can go up and try and talk to him if you want.
In my imagination, he was like standing next to the ship.
Oh no, he was on the ship watching the stuff being unloaded.
I see.
Do we see the lady that owns the inn that we're staying in?
If you went and had a look for her, you could find her.
I mean, keeping an eye out as we go.
Okay, make a perception check.
Looking for her.
Yeah, make a perception check then.
Okay, that's -1.
Okay, so just sort of keeping your eye open, you see in the not so busy part, the sort of where the smaller ships are, you notice this old lady sort of just like looking up at this wreck of a ship, like the mast has like fucking fallen over, like it's basically like tied to the thing at a weird angle, and she's sort of like hobbling over it and sort of inspecting, like she has no idea what to do with this ship.
We could always help her, maybe.
Ritok, you're a sailor, right?
Yeah, I'm a pirate.
Do you know anything about repairing ships?
Yeah, I suppose I could do a bit of that. I used to do it all the time.
Could maybe give her a hand, get some, maybe get us some free room aboard.
Yeah, alright. So you guys want to go over and speak to her?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see her sort of hobbling around on the deck of this ship as you approach. She says, she notices you approach. She says, "Oh, hello. So you came and found me then?"
Hi.
Right, are you having trouble?
Well, it's this ship. It's I own it, but it was my husband's ship, and I haven't been able to do anything with it since he passed away, and I've only recently just started trying to do something with it, but it's just a nightmare. I have no idea about any of this stuff.
Okay. One of our people used to work on a ship. Might be able to lend you a hand.
Oh, really? I mean, I can't pay you anything.
Would it
Maybe-
be within Ritok's nature to do this for free?
Could perhaps come to an agreement with our room and board.
Well, I mean, I hate to be forward, but I mean, do you have any interest in buying a ship?
I mean, I don't think we have that kind of coin.
Well,
But,
honestly, I don't really have any interest in keeping it around. If you do it up and spend the money to do it to finish it, I'll sell it to you for 200 gold.
How big is this ship?
So it's it's not massive. It's maybe a 10-person sort of sloop, really. So it's got cabin quarters for up to 10 people, a bit of storage space, and then like one mast. But the mast is sort of fallen over. She says, well, I need it needs the usual. It needs rigging, a new mast, a new sail, an anchor. It'll be a bit of a project for you, but if you're not going anywhere, then maybe you could work on it. It'll be cheaper than buying a ship outright. Oh, it's a 20-man caravel. Yeah.
It's quite big.
Blimey, that's quite big.
Yeah, it's like her husband used to be a thing. I'll send you a picture of what it sort of would look like. Imagine something like, let's see.
I've heard that it's actually better to rent a boat.
It would be something like
Yeah.
this in the Discord. But just like a little bit shorter from end to end, and then with just one mast.
Hmm.
Do
Not a bad deal.
we need this? I mean, what would we need this for?
Sailing?
But why?
I don't know.
I'm sure. I mean, it could open up some opportunities, probably. What is there on the sea?
Water, salt, boats,
Cthulhu.
Adventure. Treasure.
Moana.
It's certainly something to consider, I think, but let's not make decisions now, especially given we don't know how much gold we're going to have left over.
You know that when this sort of ship is finished, it's worth well over 1,500 gold. Like, maybe 200.
Do you know roughly what it would take in materials to fix it?
Make an
Very roughly.
make an intelligence check with advantage because Ritok will help you out. Yeah, you think it will be about 150 gold's worth of stuff and about 2 weeks of downtime.
When's the party? Do we know yet?
Don't know. I think he was going to. It's not been arranged yet. He said he was
I mean,
going
that
to
2 weeks of downtime
spread
obviously
the
can just
word.
be spread out wherever you like.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should do it. No, we're not really doing anything until Gideon's finished his spellbook anyway.
I mean, if nothing else, this is some work to do, and if we decide we don't need the ship, we could sell it.
Yeah.
For a profit.
Okay.
Upsizing or whatever it's called.
Upselling.
Upselling,
Yeah, we could just be our base.
Free sale.
There's-
Yeah. Who needs a an inn when you just have a boat.
Does Ritok know how to sail, even, or did he just fight when he was on this
No,
boat?
he knows the basics. He's not
Okay,
an
he
expert
goes-
though. Like he couldn't sail this ship on his own. The chances are you might have to hire some crew. If you were to go on a proper voyage with them.
Maybe spend some downtime learning how to sail.
Yeah, I mean, like, but 2 weeks of downtime won't make you an expert. And you might need to also hire someone to teach you as well, because Ritok only did certain things when he was, like, he wasn't a navigator, he wasn't like a gunner or whatever,
Yeah, it's not just, can't just be Captain Ritok.
Yeah, well, I mean, he could, but he basically did one thing on a ship, and I'm not sure what that thing is, but probably mostly just like held a rope for about 6 hours at a time. So.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, so
I've never been anything close to going out to sea. Could be quite an interesting venture.
Well, you did get close when you jumped down that well.
This is true.
Don't worry about obviously paying me now. When you finish the ship, then you can finish off paying it if money is an issue, of course.
Okay. Our funds are a bit unsure at the moment.
Oh yeah,
I think,
of course, yeah.
Matt, I think you're echoing.
I muted myself for the. I'll try this. I'll try this.
That is worse. Okay,
Okay, yeah, our funds are a bit in question at the moment, so
Of course,
we'll,
I understand.
be more sure in a few days, I think.
Mhm.
But it's it's definitely something for us to consider.
Okay, brilliant. Well, yeah, I mean, it will help me out a lot. I obviously have to pay the harbour fees and stuff on a ship that I will never be able to sell unless it's finished.
Yeah, I hear that. I've heard that a ship that's not in use is a very expensive thing to own.
Yes.
It's not generating an income.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, thanks again. I guess we'll see you at dinner.
Yep. See you soon. Bye bye.
Thanks.
Okay,
Bye.
so you guys decide to walk off after your detour towards the Azure Palace, this sort of large sandstone sort of fortress that's maybe it's about 500 years old. The gates are closed and the guards outside say you can't come in. Only
Well, I guess we're not going in.
allowed.
I'm sorry.
Only what?
Only members of the Shining Revel allowed. Inside the grounds of the Shining Revel.
Oh, where would we find them? We're just looking for someone to help fence some, not fence because they're not illegal, but
Yeah, there's certain connotations to that word.
sell them some rare items for us. Where would we find them? Could you give us a hand?
Unfortunately, I think if you don't know a merchant, it might be hard to find one, unless you know someone who knows someone.
Perhaps we'll have to wait until the party then to speak to Mihir.
Is Miss Mihir having a party? Have you heard about it yet? Have you guys invited?
No and no. Probably not.
Oh.
Probably not invited.
It's a shame. Seem like nice guys. Well, thanks anyway. Have a good day. Bye.
Righto.
Righto.
Were there any merchants around that looked like they'd know quite a bit? Out of curiosity, back
Most
where
of
we
the
were
merchants who
before.
sell things in the stalls aren't. They're not high-ranking merchants. They're not people who will go off and buy and sell things abroad and stuff. They're just people who either are employed to sell things or whatever.
This was the guy on the ship. We could always go back and ask.
But they might hear about local sort of rumours, potentially.
Possibly.
Oh, I'm gonna go and ask one of the guards. Something. So we just saw someone on the ship. He was bald, with really blue eyes, no facial hair. What is that? But is he a merchant? Do you reckon that we could talk to about items?
He rolled 5 on his history check, so he has absolutely no idea what you mean.
He's not one of the 9 then.
No, he hasn't. They say, well, there's not a merchant in the Shining Revel who fits that description.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so where to? Bit of gambling?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't. There's no rush to do anything particularly today. You know.
I
Might
am
be nice to-
proficient with a playing card set.
We might be able to find some more work in the inn.
We could start work on this ship.
Yeah, I mean, we could see what we could do without the. Well, the thing is, we don't know how much gold we're going to have for things to fix it with.
Well, between
there-
us,
can we-
we have
could we
200
start-
gold. How much gold does Retok have?
That's true.
Retalk. Let's have a look.
Do we want to start? Do we want to take any of Ridlock's gold
No, but
while he's away?
He has 47.
that's enough between us.
Well, I don't need anything in particular. I don't see a particular need for my gold. I'm fine to contribute about half towards that.
Yeah, I'll contribute a bit.
I mean, I suppose we don't need to buy everything at once. We can get some,
Yeah.
get enough to start
the anchor,
working,
the
and
anchor
then.
actually will be the most expensive things. That'll be about 75 gold for an anchor.
Ooh. Okay, let's save the anchor for last. The anchor could. I could make the anchor my packed weapon.
No, you can't. Fuck off.
Oh, have you never played RuneScape?
Fuck off.
Calm down, Nautilus.
Yeah. Yeah, I can make the anchor my packed weapon, and then when we need to set off, rather than having to pull it up, just make it disappear. Well, the only issue with this is that if we move away from go away from the boat, it disappears, and then the boat just drifts off to sea. Yeah, terrible idea. Let's not do this.
Almost defeats the purpose of having an anchor.
Yeah, it anchors you as long as you're there on the boat and next to the anchor. I have to jump off the ship with the anchor and be the anchor.
I just don't think this is a good idea. Maybe we should.
Yeah, it's just not a good idea. Didn't really think it through. I'm not sure why I thought it was a good idea. Yeah. Shall we, I guess, appraise the ship, go see what needs doing on the ship?
Yeah.
Maybe get a list of materials.
Okay. So, someone and Ritok can do an investigation check
Oh, if only we had Gideon.
with advantage.
I will do an investigation.
I am proficient in investigation.
Oh, you do it then.
Okay, so Scrimshaw and Ritok. Scrimshaw will do a bit of
No.
advantage. Not great roll.
Mm.
So, you have the list of what she said needs to be done with it. So that's needs to be new rigging. Needs.
Mhm.
It needs a new mast. That might be expensive as well.
Mm.
Because the mast at the moment is like literally in half and laying down lengthwise on the ship.
Not a great sign.
A new sail and an anchor.
So, what's the difference between a sail and rigging?
Rigging, that's like all the ropes and stuff.
Oh, right, okay.
God, have you never sailed before?
You know, weirdly enough, no. No, living
He's just
in
playing
a
his character, right? He's not actually
Both.
stupid.
both in real life and in game, I have never sailed. I have only been on boats which contain motors. Out of game.
You modernist.
Scrimshaw's never seen the sea
Well, he has now.
Yeah.
until now.
He's just had his eyes closed all this time.
I doubt Darius or Saka had seen the sea, to be honest.
Don't think he'd even seen a lake.
No.
Oh, well.
What is this strange liquid?
This is also certainly more hospitable conditions than you are used to, Sacramento.
Yeah.
Nicer weather. So, right. So yeah, that's what you know you need. Ritok says it's going to be about 150 gold.
So including the anchor.
The anchor's going to be 75, yeah, of that.
Okay. So maybe we could get everything but the anchor today.
Well, you're going to have to order it. Ritok's like, you're going to have to order it. Like,
From
I mean,
from who?
I mean, those who make rope makers, sail makers. I mean, you could buy a. I'm sure you probably could buy a sail, but they don't have sail stores. You'll have to get it custom made for the ship, won't you?
I suppose you're the
So
expert here.
in that 2 weeks of downtime, that is ordering all the stuff and installing it. It's not
All right. Okay.
2 weeks to put it on. You know, it might take a week to order that stuff and then a week to put it on.
Okay. Well,
Okay. So if you want to go around,
I mean, we get started on that while we're waiting for the party to be
sure. So
done.
let's say then
Gideon's
you
doing
can.
stuff.
So whoever's going to pay for this, 75 gold today.
Okay.
But you have to understand that it takes about a week for the anchor to be made. The anchor's going to take a long time. So
All right. So we need to get that at
yeah,
least.
the anchor needs to be forged.
Yeah.
For the ship, you know. So
Okay. So we've got about a week to.
procure 75 gold, effectively, to stay on time.
Okay. So Morna, how much did you have?
I have about 50 gold, but I don't want to spend it all. I'll spend a portion of it, but I need at least like 10, 15 gold on me.
Just for living stuff.
Yeah, and for gambling.
Okay. Does anyone else want to contribute towards a boat?
I shake out my money and take 10 and then leave the rest and kind of like put it in your hand, which is 15 gold.
Thank you, Saka. Mona, how much were you going to contribute?
35.
I don't think James would mind if Rotok contributes 20 or so.
Okay, you're cool.
At least you would. Just type that.
Yeah,
in.
he's gonna
Yes,
contribute 20. Thing is, you know, if James doesn't message me telling me how he wants Rotok to be played, I'm just gonna play it.
Yeah.
Rotok.
Okay, so that's 70 so far. Tell you what, I'll do the other 80. That leaves me with 7 gold. But hopefully we'll have some left over from those jewels.
Putting a lot on that.
Well, you know, if I can't afford to eat, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
We still have to buy the boat afterwards.
This is true.
200 gold.
We'll find another way.
We have to pay for where we're staying. Don't we?
Yeah, that doesn't cost a lot though. 2 gold a
We do
night.
still-
So that's like
sell
14
these
gold
gems.
over the course of
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's get the gems sold.
So hopefully we'll have them back by the time it comes
Yeah.
to...
Okay, so we'll get the gems sold before we buy the anchor.
Okay,
Sound good?
yeah. Well,
Okay.
at least on the way to being sold.
Yeah. Find someone who will get the process started at least.
Yeah. Okay, how can we... So, I'm confused at where we're supposed to find a merchant. Are they just around? Do you just have to be friends with them?
It's really who you know. You've sort of discovered.
We know one of them,
hmm
Mahir.
Yeah, but you haven't asked for him or even gone to find him yet. So
No, that's what I was going to say. Should we go and find him? Do
Like,
we have any idea
where
where
are
he'll
all these
be?
merchants? Not looking for one. What's he say?
Well, do we know where he lives? Did he say?
Yeah, he gave you
Sure, he said-
directions to his house. Or I think he at least said if you ask in Fountainford for directions to Mahir's house, like people will show you.
Cool. Yeah, let's go and do that then. Unless anyone has any other ideas.
All right, so it's getting a little bit late now. So maybe 6 o'clock. So Gideon's going to be finished with his book stuff.
Okay, shall we
And it was near dinner
Head back.
time as well.
To the house.
go then?
Okay, so you head back to the Amethyst, reunited with Gideon.
Can I just do a proviso? During that time, I went out and got some more books on stuff, on history and stuff.
Sure. Okay, make an investigation check then. Because I assume you didn't go to the Magisterium because that's really
No. I would have just asked for directions to like some random bookshop or something.
Okay.
You know, stuff.
Yeah, if you make an investigation check, I'll tell you how successful that was. Okay, pretty good. There's history of the local area books.
It's also stuff about trying to find things about like occult Narusatal.
Okay, so the guy. Okay, so the guy at the bookshop, he tells you, you got a pretty high investigation check, that the law master at the magisterium, basically like he has a reputation for basically being able to tell you anything, and if he doesn't know it, he will be able to guide you to someone who does know it, or show you how to find it out for yourself.
Okay. Beside that, though, can I still just buy books on, or like have books on stuff that I can read about?
Okay, so there's
help me understand the areas and stuff.
Yeah. There's a couple of books on the sort of history of like Port Delron, the Dancing Coast,
and also stuff for the stuff north as well, like the history of the religions and that. I'm trying to like, because here's mine at the moment's on this Black Armor dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like stuff on that place he's from, like that area,
Carnea.
all that. Yeah, Carnea. So stuff on Carnea.
Okay. Yeah, that bookshop doesn't sell that sort of specific stuff.
Right.
But he says that there is a library at the magisterium that if you went there, I'm sure that you'll have more luck. But let's say 2 golds worth of books, like sort of generic history over the last sort of 150 years of the area.
That's perfect. Okay.
Okay, I will send you some stuff then between sessions.
Okay.
Okay, so you have all been reunited. You are fed sort of a lovely homely dinner of like stew by the lady who none of you asks, but she tells you her name is Halcyon.
The classic never ask what someone's name is.
Yeah, it's
How
just
do you
like
spell that?
Halcyon, Halcyon.
She didn't ask what our names were.
Well, yeah, she sort of says, "Well, we weren't properly introduced. My name's Halcyon. I've lived here for the last 30 years or so. That's what." So,
I hope it's okay, but we've popped our horse out back.
Oh, in the barn?
Yeah.
I'm sure that will be fine as long as the horse doesn't mind it being a bit cold.
Oh.
It can be.
How furry is Clive?
You feel like Clive will be fine. The stables that he was in wasn't for like fucking luxury. So.
I think when we found him, he was in similar conditions.
Yeah, like he's a workhorse. He's used to all that stuff.
Yeah, he's got some meat on him.
There's a bit of hay in the shed, that sort of thing. So.
Hmm.
As long as you muck him out, she says. you do that shit. Don't make me do it.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll sort that out.
Okay. So, is there anything you want to ask her before you guys?
We're interested in the boat.
Oh yes, of course.
And doing it up and buying it from you.
Yes.
We're not. I don't think we're 100%, but we're pretty sure. As a group, we need to discuss it as a group, but I think we're definitely interested.
Oh, fantastic! That's really good to hear. I'm glad.
Yeah, Gideon, would you be?
This is the
up
first
for
time
this
Gideon's
as well?
hearing about this.
Yes. Well, I suppose we should say, Miss Halcyon, she offered to sell us the boat for a quite low price if we were to fix it up. We think this endeavour might be worth it.
Well, yeah, we should sell it on.
We could do this. Obviously, we have a little while to decide.
Well, yeah, I mean, we can make a lot of money on that thing.
Yeah, we made the decision knowing that we could always do that. If we perhaps want to make coin on the seas, we could do that too.
Well, it's not about making coin, though. I thought that wasn't what we were doing.
Well,
Yeah, maybe not for
That's
you,
part of it.
Mr. 400 gold.
Firstly, I don't
Wow.
have much anymore, but secondly, we were never about making coin, guys.
No.
What are you guys about, by the way?
We kind of just ended up together I thought because we were out to make some money, but apparently no one else had the same thought. So I'm a bit don't really know now.
The way that I see it, making coin, gaining experiences, these things help you meet your goals, whatever those goals may be.
But we don't. Yeah, I agree. But at the end of the day, I mean, what happened the other day? That should have things into perspective. We have to make amends of what happened.
And I think that if we have, I think that coin and power, maybe influence, maybe might help us with making things right.
But every day we waste is a day that things are moving on. You know, that guy in the armor is getting further away. The strangers are... I don't know what's going on with the Tempest brand. We've just kind of left.
Yep.
And I understand why we left, and I get that, but there's things to do. We can't just go sailing on the seas for the rest of our lives. We have a responsibility to... I have to fulfill the promise I made to Vondel. And that's the end of that.
And we will do that. Don't worry. I want to... I didn't know him as well as you did, but I want to avenge Vondel as well. But I've got some things that I need to do, guys. Here.
What? You tell us what.
I am not going to tell you what.
Then why should we wait?
All right. Because I told you to.
Gideon, I get it. You want to rush back in and do whatever we can immediately, but we're not powerful enough to do things like that. I mean, the last time we rushed into things, it didn't go well.
We need to get stronger, don't we?
Yes. I think we need to get stronger, and then someday, maybe when we do avenge Vondel, we do it convincingly.
Well, I hope that time comes soon. Other than that, I mean, Darius raised a good point. What are we about? What are we for?
I think at this point we're still about finding out what we're about.
Yeah, I guess a group of misfits who have no place in the world. Bound together by the fact that we're misfits. That'll do for me for now.
Yeah. Yes, regardless of how things going on, life goes on, and we need to do something. We can't just sit around and question everything that we might do because it's not the thing that we want to do. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's just a lot of feelings and emotions going through my head at the moment, and I think it might take a little while.
Yeah. Sorry for dropping all this on you, Halcyon. Yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks.
I mean, you dropped it on us too, but that's fine.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If there's anything I suppose I learned after, dealing with loss, and it sounds like you've had a troubling last few days. The best thing you can do for your friend is to just be yourselves and do whatever it was that you were doing. Like, not change who you are because of somebody who has died.
I feel that is what your friend Vondel would have wanted. I just know it. I never met him, but I can just tell. That is what Vondel would have wanted.
I don't think he would wanted you to commit yourself to vengeance, Gideon.
He would have wanted you to grow up to be a strong young man, Gideon.
I'm not a whiny little creep.
Yeah, it's not the whiny. Oh,
Nope.
nothing.
Little creep. What
Little-
was that, Mona?
Nothing. I meant creep because you creep around. You're stealthy. Nothing else. Not
Insight
because
check.
Not because I think you're gonna end up growing up to be a creep.
I'm
So-
gonna now get my lute out and start playing a little tune to try and cheer people up.
Oh, cool. Make a performance check.
And sing. Sing, damn it.
Inspire us.
1 second. Where's performance? Here it is.
Hey, lovely.
Hey.
Hey, you sing a fantastic tune. It's
Everybody cheer up. Fondle might be dead, but we can make it right when we use our heads.
you all feel very, very, very lifted.
You're all very welcome.
Thanks, Darius. I've completely forgotten about my regret that I think that it's my fault that my friend died. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so
Um,
what do you guys want to do for the rest of the night?
Oh, it's nighttime. Wait, is it dark outside?
Getting there.
I want to maybe try out my newfound skill.
Okay.
Um,
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna. Can I see out the window? Oh, I'm echoing somewhere.
That's Matt.
Oh.
Oh, I mean, sorry.
Can I see out the window? And is it dark outside?
It's getting there.
Or
and yeah.
specifically, dim.
Dim light.
Yeah, like the sun's starting to go down now.
Okay, I'm
you
gonna
can
say,
watch the sun sort of going down over the sort of the bay.
guys. Okay, I know we've had a bit of a rough day, but I learned the coolest thing the other day, and I just really want to show you. So I'm gonna
Right.
back myself into a corner where it's dim light, and then shadow step outside and back in again
Oh, cool.
to show them all my new ability.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, great! You can go invisible.
No, okay, and then I'm gonna do it again and shadow step outside.
Yeah,
Then-
still invisible.
I'm gonna shout
Which-
through the window. Hey, look at me!
Yeah. You went invisible and snuck outside. I'm not sure.
No,
These
no.
are new things, aren't they?
I'm
He's not-
teleporting. I'm gonna wait, look at me.
Okay.
I'm gonna back into the room.
Huh.
It's
You ran really
teleportation.
quickly when you were invisible.
It's teleportation. I can do it in the
Teleport
dark.
who?
Teleportation.
Okay.
In the nation.
I know. It's very exciting.
Team
Okay,
Rocket.
Well, I'm sure that won't come in handy at all. It sounds very niche. Uh,
Not as good as singing.
yeah. Can you sing while you teleport?
Can you sing and teleport at the same time? I doubt it.
I wish.
Yeah. I did learn a new trick myself as well, but I'm not sure it's ethical. Frankly, I'm kind of worried that I know how to do it.
Right. Wanna share
Well,
this?
there's actually two things. So you know how I said before that I don't really get to choose what magic I have.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that I have been given the power to summon demons.
Do it.
Okay.
Let's see.
That's pretty cool.
They are not. They won't be in. They're not in my control.
Oh,
Please
so
don't summon the
don't think.
demons.
Be fantastic.
But it's a thing.
Did you use it to summon us?
We're not demons. I told you this.
No. wait. Are you demons?
No. Half demon.
Insight check.
Half demon. Half demon.
Oh.
Yes, they're demons.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not one to judge, and Don't
Demon. God damn it.
Hey, I thought you were demons, to be honest. I mean,
Oh my god.
everyone thinks the tieflings are demons. Like, I thought that was
Look at him.
common knowledge.
He's got horns too.
Yeah, well, he's weird. Yeah, I don't know what he is.
Yeah, he is weird, but yeah, that's not the point. Only half
Wait, what
demon.
is being demon offensive? Is being a demon an offensive thing?
People don't take kindly to the idea.
You know, once they burned a bunch of tieflings they found in Bredia.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Is that the end
apparently
of the
they...
story?
Huh?
Is that the end of the story?
Well, they burned a bunch of demons on the stake. I mean, apparently they were summoning all sorts of devilish machinations in the city.
Okay, so wait, I need to make a note of this. People get burnt if they are seen to be summoning demons. Maybe I'll keep that one in my back pocket.
Well, you'll be pleased to know, as far as I know, I cannot do that.
Okay.
As far as I know.
The second thing, if I kill someone, or well, someone near me dies, I think I can grab their soul and make it do my bidding.
Okay, nobody died near him.
Oh, fantastic.
Could you imagine if Fondo was alive and hearing all of this?
Well, he's been holding back, hasn't he? That's the most ominous thing ever. I think I can grab a soul and just make it do my bidding. That's a warlock thing. It's just warlock thing.
You know, if we need to, it's an option.
Maybe leave it as last resort, yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the rest of the night, what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna play my lute in the corner, happily and merrily.
Okay, so there's nothing particularly you want to do during the night.
I'd like to have like a conversation. Or something. Just like or something.
Sure.
Your mic's doing some very strange things.
I can hear what you're saying.
No, I don't know what's going on with it.
I would like to have a little look at this boy, number one, because it lights up at night. Don't have to go all the way there, just like have a look.
All right, we'll do Gideon first.
Ah, hello Gideon. How can I help?
I was just reading my books and I overheard you playing your lute. Is it?
Mm.
Do you mind if I come and sit with you guys?
Yes. Pull up a chair. What did you want to talk about?
I don't know. I just felt quite lonely after all that's going on, and I just wanted to apologize if I seemed rather intense about the whole Fondle thing. I haven't really experienced loss before.
He sounds like a great person. I'd be sad too.
Well, I mean, you didn't know him, but he was honorable, and I liked him for that.
Well, we will try and be the best that we can, and obviously we cannot replace your friend. Nobody could, but we will do our best to, do what we can.
I never actually heard where you guys were from, or what you want.
We are from a distant land, my friend. Very far away. You probably never heard of it. It's called the Carlwood. Very, very distant land from here. Very cold. Lovely down here, though.
And why do you look so different, the two of you?
It's just a thing, I suppose. We don't really know.
I mean, both got these weird white lines on your head.
Oh, this is makeup. I just kind of smudge it a little bit. It's makeup.
Oh, what does it mean?
Sort of a family thing. We all sort of did it.
Yeah.
You don't talk much, Sokka, do you?
It's okay. He's little person. He won't hurt you.
Hey, who you calling? I'm joking, Karen. I mean, I used to not talk much. I used to get beat a bit, but you're safe with us, Sokka. We'll look after you.
Thank you.
Yes. Ah. So, what sort of things are you hoping to accomplish here in Port Elron? We are hoping to find, as I said previously, find an object. I do not believe it to be here, but maybe somebody at this party might know where this particular object we are seeking is.
Are you allowed to share what object it is? I might know something about it.
It's called the Heart of the Wild. It is made of dark wood, but you call it ebony.
I've come across that before. I've seen it a few times myself, but why? What's the heart of the wood?
Sorry, I believe it's actually called the Heart of the Forest.
I just heard that Discord message.
I didn't send it, by the way.
Every sentence I just remembered that this is not called this.
Oh, it's a coincidence then.
Yes, we believe it was taken by a powerful sorcerer, so if you don't know, that's a shame, but hopefully somebody at this party might have taken it. Without it, our home is dying.
Oh, that's terrible.
And we seek to get it back, so that it may be taken back to its rightful place.
Well, you guys have really kind to us so far and followed us despite...
Yes.
I don't know why you've done it, to be honest, but if I can help you get your heart back, I would be honored to.
Thank you. That would be very kind. We would also like to get it back quite desperately. It's causing many issues where we live. That is why we've left home. We left to try to find items to save home.
May I know this is a bit of a weird request. May I have a go in your loot? I've never touched one before.
It is special loot. Be careful with it. I'll hand you the loot. Don't be careful.
So, do I just like hit the wires?
You don't hit the wires. You caress the wires.
I like just kind of like ham the wires. So it makes a really horrible
Don't
noise.
caress it like a beautiful woman.
I don't know what it means to touch a beautiful woman, but I'll try, I guess.
Yeah.
So I
Kind of just whisper and say, "You like Mona, don't you?"
Wait, Mona? No, she's horrible. She's always mean to me.
She likes you back. That's why. That's why she's mean to you.
I don't
She
do
wants
the,
your attention. She
Girl-
likes you.
girls are yucky. I'm not as sure.
No, don't think that. You like her, and she likes you.
What is getting onto you, Darius? You're very strange. Does he always do this, Saka?
She nods.
Oh, yes, I do this a lot. But I know she likes you. It's only a matter of time.
Just remember who's holding the loot right now, Darius. I will
Yes.
smash it.
Saka, he's going to smash my loot. Kill him.
They pull out their knives.
I stand up with the loot and just kind of go. I just take it back, kind of like half believing what he's going to say. Prepared to dash or something.
Give me back the loot.
I want to have one more go on it, and then I
No.
go to bed.
Loot.
Well,
time is done.
look, I'll even caress the lady. Here we go.
Oh, you're just gonna go do that more then.
How does that sound?
Better. You're getting the hang of caressing the lady. I'm sure you'll be doing a lot of that soon.
Maybe tomorrow I can practice caressing the lady some more.
I mean, she may not want you to do it quite yet, but you can give it a go.
I mean, I like this term. I might use it tomorrow and
Yes,
see what
yes.
the others think
Say it
about
to
it.
Mona quite a lot. I'm sure she'll really like that.
Oh, do they? Why would
Yes. Oh, yes. She'll love it.
Okay. Well, thank you, Darius.
May I have my
you
loot
just keep-
back now?
Yeah, just please keep the noise down. I got a lot of reading to do.
Start playing the lute kind of a little bit quieter, but not much quieter.
Trot off to bed.
And Morna, so you're heading out, and now that the sun has completely set.
Well, does anyone want to come? I would have asked before. I assume.
Where are you going?
just to have a look at this lighthouse. Probably not go very far, just to see what it's doing.
I think, Saka, what would you like to do? Saka is tired. I stay here.
If you want some company, I can join you.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so going for your walk through the streets of Fountainford, the large marble, mostly manor houses with their very well-tended gardens. You walk for a few moments before the top of the Citadel Sin makes itself visible. The purple flame flickering on the top, it almost looks like a large sort of black candle, and the fire is like very strange. It's different to any fire that you've ever seen before. And occasionally, looking at it, you see occasional like little sparkles of sort of like reddish, bluish, like green energy like coming off it, and like little puffs of explosion, which turn into almost like sparkly sort of almost like filament or something that filters down past the main rise of the tower.
Is that when someone wins?
No idea.
Someone wins money over a certain amount.
Idea.
I'm gonna invite Scrimshaw to a dark alleyway where no one can hear us talking. I need to tell him something.
Oh, Lord. I really love Gideon, and
Look at
I really fancy him, but I keep sending him messages on Facebook and he ignores me and he leaves them on red all the time. Right, good.
Look who's caressing the lady now.
Is there anyone around, or can we be heard by anyone?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Jakes.
Doesn't seem to be anyone around,
2 and a 1.
doesn't seem to be anyone around.
as far as you know.
Just gonna. Okay.
I think we're alone now.
Yeah, I would have given you advantage on it, but it's still terrible. So.
1 and a 2. I'm gonna still Scrimshaw. Okay, so I know I've been acting super dodgy, but I have some business with some of the Shining Revel. Someone in the Shining Revel. It's to do with my order, and I can't really tell you any more than that, but I need to get closer to them.
Well, clearly you have reasons to keep this secret.
Yeah, because we've got Big Mouth Gideon, and the other two I don't trust.
Okay, well, clearly you have reasons to keep this secret. If you don't trust me with the full details, I understand.
It's not you that I don't trust, it's the ears. I don't know who could be around.
Okay, well, regardless, does this work put the party at risk?
Not if we run away fast enough.
You run a lot faster than the rest of us.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it won't put the party at risk, so...
I mean, that
It won't-
was
it won't put
true
the
of.
party at risk, but it won't put the party at risk. I'll just say that. It's not going to put the party at risk. So don't worry, just don't tell anyone about it.
Okay, if I have your word.
Yeah. I mean, it shouldn't put the party at risk.
Shouldn't.
No, it shouldn't put the party at risk. But, you know, well, I don't like dealing in absolutes.
Okay. Is there anything that I should be aware of that might help us keep safe if it does put the party at risk?
No, when you're dealing with people who are so powerful like the Shining Revel, the best thing is just to run away if anything goes wrong. Like,
That's easily said when
this is
you can
my-
run like you can.
This is my mission, so if anything goes wrong, you guys should leave. And leave me. Obviously, if you can save me, please do. But if there's no chance you can save me, don't feel bad about it.
That said, I did actually learn one more thing, which might help me run away,
Hmm.
which is this.
Forgot to mention you can now fly.
Like,
See how you might brush over that.
Skill.
I think I can now fly. It's limited, but I can do it.
Okay.
But that does still leave the rest of the party behind, which I'm not 100% comfortable doing.
You're flying over into the water, like flying over the water, like I'll get away from here.
Just please try. Please try it. Please promise me that you're not going to do anything that will lead to a situation where we do all have to run for our lives again. Last time we did that, remember what happened?
I'll promise to try.
If things are starting to go south, let us know.
Yeah, I will.
If this becomes too dangerous, let us know what danger we're going to be in so that people can make the decisions for themselves. It's not fair to put them in danger without knowing.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Okay. Did you still want to go to this casino, or did
I
you
wasn't
just
going to
want
go
have
to
the chat?
the casino anyway, I was just going to look at it. We could go to the casino. Yeah! I do have a proficiency with playing card set. I just noticed. So that's nice.
But if you want to cheat,
What? No, it's not cheating. It's like reading the
being
cards
good.
and stuff and knowing how to play, knowing the rules.
I guess being good at like blackjack and stuff, counting cards.
Yeah, counting cards. That's not cheating in
Yeah.
some casinos.
That's just being good at blackjack.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go to the casino. I suppose Gideon
Just-
can't
just-
come because he's not old enough.
And Saka. Okay, just a quick visit, okay?
Yeah.
Wait,
This
let's
is
say-
how it fucking ends, isn't it?
Let's say 5 gold, then we're out.
Okay, I was gonna go 1 gold, but alright.
Okay.
They come back.
1
They come
gold.
back at 5 in the morning, like. penniless.
So about that ship, guys.
Oh, I'm gonna put on my
Casino now
fancy.
owns it.
Do I still have my fancy elf clothes on?
Yeah, unless you.
Elven
do-
clothes. Yeah, I
So-
want to make sure I've got my fancy elven clothes on so I look richer.
Oh, I would have also left the gems at home if we were going to a casino.
Sure. Okay.
You don't take your debit card going to a casino.
Yeah. Credit only. Credit card only. Okay, so. Yeah, so you two deciding to go off to the casino. It's not too late yet. It's maybe about 9 p.m. Casino's gonna be open all night. So you arrive at the yeah, that's it over there. So you arrive at the plaza outside of the Citadel Sin. You can see sort of entertainers from all across Orfade, juggling, dancing, telling stories, playing music for the entertainment of, as you look around, many of the dons and donyas and upper middle class people who frequent the establishment. You notice a couple of guards stood outside the large open wooden doors of the Citadel Sin, raised quite high by the sort of marble steps outside the front. They're wearing these sort of like long flowing purple robes, and they have these like large feathered hats that sort of sit like sort of at a 45-degree angle on their head, with like sort of half covering one eye, and they've got this massive feather that just goes like in this big sort of almost spiral shape, like a peacock feather almost, just like plumes outwards. And they sort of handle this sort of well-polished halberd, maybe about 6 or 7 feet tall. And they just stand watching, everything that's going on in the plaza, making sure there's no people stepping out of line. You watch as a obviously quite wealthy couple walk up to one of the guards. They pull out of their the woman pulls out of her sort of purse like a shiny token that just flashes in the light, and the two guards nod and they step aside and let her in. So as you approach the guards, the two guards look at you and just watch you effectively as you approach them.
Can we go in? Can we just try and walk in?
Okay, they sort of step forward and just in front of you, and they say, "Do you have an honor?"
No, we're just tourists to the city, looking to go in. How do we get this?
I see. So if you do not have an honor, you are relegated to the ground floor only.
Okay, we can do that.
Depending on your conduct, you might earn an honor throughout the night, which will allow you into some of the other floors.
Brilliant.
So that I take it these are the more high roller tables.
You could say that.
Okay, well,
Okay, so they step aside, and you walk into this large circular room with bright, like almost checkered marble floor. And on each floor, on each tile, almost like a chessboard, there's like golden writing that, reading it just sort of has like a bunch of stories and myths and legends and dates and times of various things. And as you look across the walls, there's like these large tapestries of just all sorts of events throughout history, like the coronation of so and this guy killing a dragon and stuff. It's almost sort of just like decoration. And as you are walking into this, that's what a place in tavern.
Yeah.
You walk into this large room, quite busy, quite bustling. You smell the sort of sweet smell of alcohol, liquor hit your nose, as people all around you are. Oh God, am I playing? Is it playing two things?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Bartley.
sounded fine to me.
There we go. Ooh, that's louder. Okay, so so people are sat around various tables and stuff as very well dressed staff sort of flick cards to people. People pick up their hands of cards, look at them, bet. There's like roulette tables, people playing dice in the far sort of corners of the room. As you're sort of looking around, it's almost like the height of degeneracy as people are like getting pissed. They're like eating just like bizarre fruits and vegetables as they walk around that you've never seen in your life.
Sick.
So as you're sort of just standing around looking, quite a tall elven lady wearing sort of similar style dress as you, Morna, walks up to you and she says, welcome to the Citadel Sin. Are you new?
We're tourists.
Fantastic. I absolutely
scammed.
love tourists. My name is Liza Franzo. What's that?
She loves tourists, of course.
Yeah.
My name is Liza Franzo. I am known as the mistress around these parts. I run this casino. I'm not the owner, but I like to make myself. I like to introduce myself to everyone who comes in. And what are your names?
My name's Morna.
And I'm Scrimshaw.
That's an interesting name you have there. No worries. This is a city which caters to all. What sort of games do you like?
I prefer card games.
You would like the game Death's Hand. That is a Port Dalron special. It's a Citadel Sin style game.
Okay.
I'm afraid the only games that I've played are ones that you can play alone. What would you suggest for someone new?
Well, there's nothing easier to learn than just dice or sort of roulette.
Okay. Maybe I'll swing by those.
So on this floor, the ground floor has the stakes of 5 gold pieces per game.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna kind of look around at the people in here and see like what they're wearing and how.
They're at least quite upper middle class. These stakes obviously, you are new, so you are obviously relegated to this floor, but the stakes increase per floor.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'll play one game to start, maybe. I need to know the rules though.
Okay, so she takes you over to a table where 5 or 6 people are sat around, almost playing a sort of poker-like game. But you notice as you're watching, the person, the people who lose, there's like this sort of machine underneath the table that, like a shot of alcohol pops up under the table for people who lose, and then they have to take a drink of it. So as they lose, they get progressively more drunk.
Oh.
This is called Death's Hand. It is not only a question of how good you are at cards. It is also a question of how good you are at holding your drink.
I think I'll be all right.
Okay,
I think I think I'm quite good at holding my drink. You know.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, so
Oh yeah, you can't get drunk. Sorry, I'm not saying this out loud, by the way. I'm not saying it out loud.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, because Grimshaw's never drank, so he doesn't actually know
Drank.
he doesn't actually know if he can get drunk. But one would assume that he
Okay,
does.
so-
That it just goes in him and nothing happens.
Okay, so if as you sit down on the table, you are handed 2 cards. So if you each roll 2d6. So basically, the higher the better, and doubles beats individual
Oh.
numbers. Okay, so you at this table. At this table, as you're going around playing, you pay in your 5 gold each for chips.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I haven't taken the money off for the boat, by the way.
Okay.
Yet.
So it's not 5 gold for like minimum bet.
Oh yeah.
5 gold
So
buy-in.
that's what you that's what you said you were gonna. Yeah, it's a 5 gold buy-in, but yeah, and you can leave whenever you like, obviously.
But it's
yeah.
per one game is 5 gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so minimum bet is 1 gold piece. So you put in
Oh, okay. So you have to get 5 gold worth of tokens, and then you can bet.
Yeah.
1 gold. Okay, we'll do that.
Okay, so you put. We'll do like 1 or 2 rounds, and then we'll just see how well you're doing. On average.
Yeah.
So you put down these cards, and the dealer hands out a bunch of other cards. You see, you notice a couple of people on your table, only a couple more. There's this quite large human wearing this sort of fancy cloak, and there's also a lady by his side who is clearly his spouse, and he looks at his cards and he says, "Nah." Folds his. The lady says, "Okay, I'll call." Puts a gold piece in. And you two can raise or check if you want.
I'm gonna put a gold piece in.
Okay, so you're betting again.
Mhm.
Okay.
I fold.
Okay. So the lady. So it's just the lady and Morna. The lady sort of says, "You're new here, right?"
I'm new here, but I'm not new to cards.
Okay. So she calls your bet, and then you're asked to compare cards, and she puts down a 6 and a 4.
Wait, I thought that I could say no.
Yeah. Well, you just bet. She called, and then
She showed me her cards before. I was like, yeah, chill.
no. So you had bet
Yeah.
an extra gold piece. So that was 2. Right? Or did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you put 2 in. She called you with an extra 1, and then you showed.
I didn't say I was going to show. Also, I have a
That's the
question.
game.
What? Yeah, that's what I'm confused about, because that's not how you play poker. But
No, it's not like poker, but
yeah, that's what I'm confused about. Oh,
So there's no additional cards coming out.
there's no additional cards coming out.
Oh, so when do I get to?
We're just simplifying it.
So when do I get to use my proficiency in my playing cards?
Well, it's down to you.
I think that's only if you want to cheat.
Yeah. Well, if you want to like insight checker, I'll give you proficiency on it. But anyway, so this first round you lose, and you notice the dealer like presses a button, and the table rattles, and then a little shot glass pops up out of the table as he takes your 2 gold away.
Okay, so I've got 3 gold pieces left.
Yeah, and take the shot.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Do I
so
get one too?
Yes. Yeah. So is this sort of like for Morna? I'm sure you can't really taste it, but this for Morna, it's this quite sweet, sweet liquor. They're sort of almost like orangey, like in zest. And as you kick it back, it sort of burns the back of your throat. You're okay for the first one. Okay, so we'll do another round. So if you guys roll your 2d6s. Okay, so so it goes around. The man folds again, and the woman looks at you and she says, "So, you want to lose again?"
Sure.
So she puts in 3 gold to put you all in.
Oh, I don't have 3 gold, do I?
Yeah, no, you just lost 2, so you got 3 left.
Can I
All
use
in,
my?
all in.
I want to use my proficiency.
All right,
but I don't know how to.
make an insight check.
Okay. I already have proficiency with insight, though.
Yeah, but just add your proficiency modifier to it. I'll let you. Oh,
Okay.
then do double then.
Insight, so that's +3, so 19.
Cool. She seems like she's got a pretty good hand.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do it then.
Okay, so you fold. Screwjaw?
I'm going to act very confident and check her 3 and raise 1.
Okay. She calls immediately and she puts down 2 5s. She says, I have a pair.
Well, have you ever seen the mighty one half of the other?
Put these 2 cards down. She goes, yes, you are quite new, aren't you? Out of the corner of your ice cream shop, you see walking in is this this bold merchant that you saw on the boat. I don't know, that just catches your eye. And he sort of goes off and heads towards the staircase.
Okay, well, I think that's about all our spending money for the night.
I haven't spent my money. You go and do something else. I want to carry on playing.
Okay. Morno, if you just give me a D100 just to see how you do with the rest of it. You can add your proficiency modifier to it if you want.
Oh wait. Great.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know whether 100's good or 1's good.
Yeah. Okay. So, Scripture, do you want to do anything?
Not really.
Okay.
Oh, you're not going to talk to the merchant?
I guess good.
Okay. So,
like,
I mean, are you
how do I
run up to it,
get just walk over them? Like, do you want to sell my stuff? Like,
Yeah, that's exactly what you do.
Hey, you're not there.
Oh, that's true.
I guess I'll give it a go.
Okay. So you sort of like run up to catch up with his merchant. He's heading towards the staircase, and you sort of catch his attention. He turns around and says, "Yes."
Hi. I'm new to the city. Saw you down at the docks. I was wondering if at some point I might be able to talk to you about trade networks in this city, seeing what I could, how to sell things, how to buy things. Maybe we could buy some of those things through your company.
Why do you assume?
I assume you may be busy. I don't know. You seem like a successful man. You were seem to be in charge. Maybe I've made some assumptions that aren't correct here.
He sort of takes your hand. He smiles. When he smiles, he's got these like perfect bright white set of teeth. His like blue eyes also like almost glitter, almost like with sort of magical energy. As his head sort of is like completely shaven, it's completely hairless. His entire body almost like no eyebrows, like no anything. He takes your hand. And he says, "Yes, of course. My name is Pietro Della Colti. I think maybe if you come, if you have any interest in business relationships, I would obviously be happy to hear you out. I am going to a party soon.
Would this be Mahia's?
Yes, you know him.
Yeah, we met him the other day. Invited us. He said he was going to arrange one when he got back. Has that been done, or?
Yes, it has been arranged.
Early processes.
Yes, it's tomorrow night.
Ah, that's good to hear.
So maybe we can have.
Perhaps I'll see you there.
Fantastic. And your name is?
My name is Scrimshaw.
Scrimshaw. I'll make sure to understand. I'll make sure to take that down. And he smiles and then goes towards the stairs.
Okay. Have a good night.
And you too.
Okay, I'll swing back and see how Morna's done.
She just literally just lost all her money. Her 5 gold. Her remaining 3 gold. As you.
Oh,
as you
that's fine.
approach.
Okay.
What's the point in having proficiency in playing cards if I can't use it?
It's for if you want to cheat.
I gave
Yeah.
you, I also gave you double proficiency in insight. So
I know.
is this specific kind of game? You know, it's not the game you're actually that used to.
Yeah, I know. If you played the one that I was used to,
We'll have won a whole bunch.
yeah, it was good fun. I got a bit drunk as well, so it's basically 5 gold for 5 shots, right?
Yeah.
I would have given you my second shot as well.
No, you have to take it. That's
you
the
have to-
part
yeah, you
of
have
the...
Oh, you actually have to
That's
take
part
it.
of the game.
Oh, okay. Well, fine. I guess I took
Yeah, well, I
it.
guess we're gonna stumble out of the casino and go home.
Hey, I'm not stumbling.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna stumble out of the casino and go back to the house.
I am immune to disease.
It's not disease, it's poison.
I am resistant to poison. I don't think I could. Although I would imagine that I
Anyway.
can't really ingest poisons and
Let's
have.
go. Let's go back to the house.
Okay. So on the way back through Fountainford. Let's change the music in. So on the way back through Fountainford, there is a sort of. Oh, actually, yeah, we'll have a break now. So I can go to the toilet and stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we'll
Cool.
chat afterwards. Okay. See you in a bit.
Okay, baby.
Alright.
Baby.
Some bit-
I feel good.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Oh, welcome back.
Welcome.
back.
Welcome.
Welcome back, my lord. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Welcome
back.
Welcome back, my lord. Welcome
Welcome.
back. Welcome
Oh
back.
Lord, welcome
back. Ah, what a moving song.
That was good. I like
What a-
that. Can we do that again?
Well, okay, welcome back, my lord. Welcome.
Welcome back.
Okay, no more, no more.
No, no,
No, no, never. You will never.
no, you bitch.
Whoa. Whoa, that's very mean of you.
Yeah, well, you're a bitch, so that's what it is, you know.
Wow.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it, bitch boy?
Well, maybe I'm gonna beat you up.
Yeah? You gonna hit me? Come on then.
Maybe.
Hit me.
Maybe. Alright, it's unmuted. Okay, so everyone here.
Oh, no, Joanne is still not. And I just realised I left my baby bell on the fridge. Go back.
Typical. Absolutely typical, isn't it?
Absolutely typical. I'm pissed off and I'm angry now.
I am so pissed off.
Back.
Alright. Okay, so everyone's back.
Yep.
So stumbling back to the amethyst from the casino. Not really stumbling. You had like 2 shots, 3 shots.
This guy's just like real job.
And yeah, you are stumbling through the streets, and somebody comes up to you. It almost looks like a squire of some sort. Like he looks quite well dressed, like in merchant's clothing. And he's holding a book, and he says, "Excuse me, sorry, this way through is closed just for a few moments."
Okay, we'll wait.
No problem. Okay, thank you very much. It's very unfortunate such circumstances. And he sort of nods over to Matt. You're echoing, by the way.
Yeah, it's quite.
He nods over to a sort of a green area where you notice 2 people and a couple of other people with them standing, facing each other. And looking over to it, there's like a small little crowd of observers, and you notice the reason why this thing is shut, the road is shut, is because the green goes straight past this road. And you watch as somebody walks over with like a large box and opens it up and hands out 2 pistols to 2 quite older merchants who are facing each other. But if you wanted to, there's a bunch of people quite a bit closer who are observing. If you wanted to go over and discover what.
Pistols at dusk.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so you go over and make a perception check with advantage, either of you.
I will do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah, stream overlay. Thank you. So you hear one of the people who with. So there's 2 merchants. One's quite a tall older merchant who's maybe 60 with a sort of a very short kept beard, grey with white hair. And then one is a bit younger. Maybe he's 35 or 40. A little shorter, and is trembling as he picks up the pistol, and his one of the people who's with him says, Alphonse, it is not this isn't a great idea. You should just apologize and let it be. And he says, no, I won't. And so you see a person come out from the audience. He says to both the people, he says, well, if neither party is willing to apologize for their actions recently, then I guess so be it. Let the duel commence. And the two men sort of go back to back, and then they start walking about 50 or 60 paces until they turn around, and the person who said earlier, let the duel commence, he takes a white handkerchief out of his pocket and holds it up in the air. And he says, when the handkerchief drops to the floor, you may begin walking towards each other and fire at will.
I'm gonna ask someone around me who they are. I'm not sure.
So
it's I don't want to distract them, but I just want to be hey, who's fighting? We're new here. Who's fighting?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the one of them says the the younger man is a member of the Shining Revel. Well, they're both members of the Shining Revel. They had a falling out. The younger man is a man named Alphonse Jacobo. He thinks that the older man has been having an affair with his wife. The older man is a man named Francisco Tiva. You recognize that name, by the way, Alphonse Jacobo?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm on it.
Okay, so the two men face each other, and Alphonse is like his hand is shaking quite a bit as he sort of begins to raise it, and Francisco, the larger, older man, his hand is like very stable, and so the person holding the handkerchief drops the handkerchief, and you watch both of them watch as it hits the floor, and immediately Alphonse fires and just misses completely. And Francisco does like barely even blinks, and he just holds his pistol up, ready, and just begins walking closer and closer to Alphonse. As he steps closer and closer and closer and closer, like gets really close, and then just like holds it out, maybe about 10 meters away, and he just says, "Get fucked," and just like fires, and Alphonse hits the ground, immediately unconscious or dead, just like blood spilling out from his head. And as the crowd sort of like steps back, goes, and you
no.
notice that Francisco like drops the gun to the floor and turns over to his like a group of like people who are with him, and he says, "I think it is time for us to go." And then they walk off.
Has everyone left?
Everyone, yeah, pretty much. Well,
Can I run over
you're
there?
around, and Alphonse and his group are like tending to his wounds, but he seems dead.
Yeah.
Can I run over and lend assistance with a healing kit?
There you go. Yeah, make a medicine check.
So healer's kit generally doesn't require a check. You just use
Yeah.
up one
Okay. Well,
thing.
make a medicine
but-
check anyway, because
Yeah, it depends how far gone he is, I guess.
yeah.
If this is just regular death saves or not.
Mhm.
Ooh.
You get there
Make it worse.
and you just begin inspecting. You pull out your healer's kit and like take some gauze out, and you just look down, and he's just got like right in the center of his forehead like a big open shot wound that's just like pouring blood.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna help.
I'm gonna. What is everyone doing around?
Well, there's a couple of people tending to his wounds with Scrimshaw's there, and then the crowd is now beginning to disobey, like saying like,
Okay.
"Oh, what a shame."
Well, Scrimshaw, tell them that you're a healer and that you need to tend to wounds alone.
What? Why?
Just do it.
I'm not a healer.
Shut up.
I
Just do it.
I just have some gauze.
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
Why?
Because I told you to.
No. I'm not doing that.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him. Okay, I'm gonna take you away and whisper to you, looking around, making sure there's no one around.
Okay.
And be like, "Cause I need to assassinate him, but he's already dead. I don't know what to do now.
What?
That's my job. That's what I've been sent to do. I have to assassinate him. I have to give him
mean-
this coin, and then I have to kill him. But now I can't do it. Someone's already done it.
I mean, if it's already been done, then
Should I
isn't
just?
that fine?
I suppose I could go and.
Could just claim that you set up the sequence of events that led to it.
Oh, I don't really know how it works.
I mean,
So-
you turned up in the city and then he died.
Yeah, and maybe I might just slip over.
Wait, I glossed over a thing a second. Assassination?
Sorry, yeah, that's my thing. I'm an assassin.
What?
Surprise. Yeah. So can we just? We just need to go over there. I'm gonna go back over and just pretend like you're healing him, and I'll slip the coin into his pocket while we're doing it. Okay.
There is nothing I can do that even looks like healing.
No. Yeah. But just say a prayer. Just say a prayer.
Morna, make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Okay, you feel pretty confident that you managed to slip the coin into his like inside jacket pocket.
What? No one noticed.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fine then. I'm gonna say a prayer to the. Just to be clear, I'm gonna say a prayer to my god, not
Trespass.
you know, because I feel like that's what I've got to do now.
Sure.
To be like, he's dead. Please, I don't really know what happens now. But I did it, I guess, kind of. I didn't stop him from dying. Oh, I don't really know what happens now.
Okay.
I say it in my head to my god, hoping that she hears and is not mad at me.
Right. Okay.
Now, I guess we're just gonna get them and leave.
Right, you get up. Begin heading back to the amethyst.
Okay, so what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, that's kind of my thing.
It-
So,
Who is he?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
You were going to kill him, but you don't know who he was.
Well, my god wants him dead, so... yeah.
That's not a good excuse.
No, yeah, well, he's obviously done something bad.
You know this how?
Because my god wouldn't give me someone to kill who wasn't bad.
And how do you know that?
Because they're almighty. All-powerful. Of course they would.
Almighty and all-powerful do not mean all benevolent.
Well, they know what they're doing. Obviously.
Yes, so do many evil warlords.
Well,
And
she's
such.
not an evil warlord, is she?
Just because she may be very smart, but you can't know for sure that...
Don't make me get her to smite you down, because I will.
I mean, I'm sure she could if she's a god, but... See, you know when I was talking about things that would put the party at risk?
Well,
This
yeah,
is one of those things.
it won't put the party at risk. It didn't put the party at risk. I've done it now, so... you don't have to ask any questions.
Have you?
Sure. I don't know. I don't know how it works, really. I don't know what happens if they die before I do it. They just have to have the coin on me, otherwise it doesn't count. Otherwise it doesn't count as a sacrifice.
A sacrifice?
Sorry, sacrifice is not the right word, is it?
No, I think it sounds like the precisely correct word.
Okay, so
Oh, I could have used my new ability. No, that would have been a terrible idea.
Oh, that would have been so bad. That would have been so fucking bad.
what? Summon a demon?
No,
No,
yes,
the-
spec.
Yeah, summon a spectre from their dead body.
Capture their soul and then use it to fight
No,
you.
you can't
Do
capture
what? I don't know.
So I think what happens. So we get contracts that years, like, well in advance, that of like detailing what they've done and things like that. Yeah, they have to be bad, sure.
Okay, so what have they done then?
I don't know. I don't get to learn that bit. It's just my master gets to learn it. And she tells me, and I go off and do it, and then I'll come back, and she'll.
So you just trust that if your master tells you someone's bad, they're bad enough for you to murder.
I mean, not murder. Their soul does
It
go up.
sounds
to my
like
god.
murdering.
It's not really murder. They go to my god's kind of like god prison.
God prison? That's worse.
No. Well, no. It's fine. You summon demons. You can't be all good, can you?
I haven't.
Uh,
I just can.
You can. Well, how do you know that you can if you haven't done it yet?
I mean, I haven't actually summoned any demons. Wait, have you? Have you killed before?
No, this is the first time, but I haven't really. Well, you've killed before.
In self-defense.
Yeah. Of course, in self-defense. Yeah, sure.
Look, that dog, like, it was going to tear us apart. That
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
next to the
even-
dog was also going to tear us apart.
He hadn't.
All those other people were also going to tear us apart. Oh, there's been
when-
so many.
When you
Oh, God.
use the power of a god to obliterate people, oh, it's fine. It's self-defense. But when I do it,
They
Oh,
were
no.
currently attacking us. At us. Actually, that dog was still in its lead.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You arrive at the doors of the Amethyst.
Right.
Am I a
Well,
murderer?
yeah, I think we all are. Let's just go to bed, and please just don't tell Gideon because he'll freak out.
Oh, what would Vondel say?
Well, yeah, that was a bit of the reason why I thought maybe just stick with the party until we ended up in Port Delron. Then I was gonna just go off and do it by myself without telling anyone.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Are we bad? Are we the bad?
Jeremy, we the bad guys.
Are we the baddies?
And let's just go to bed.
You don't have any other targets, do you?
Not yet.
I guess no harm done by us. What was that coin?
Oh, so when we have a target, we have to give them the coin before they take their last breath, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mike.
Sounds about right.
So when they find that, so that the person who has asked us to do this, or arranged with my temple to do this, knows that it was done with us in mind. They know that we were something to do with it.
Right. I mean, if it's not a magical thing, then I guess it could still work for that.
It's not magical. Would people know about this Assassin's Guild around the world, or is it just
Generally.
super rich people know about it?
Um,
They would have maybe heard.
it's
like,
one of
rumor
a
about it.
few sort of well-known Assassin's Guilds, but
Okay. Is it just
it's
Fame-
just like you go to, if you want someone assassinated, you could if you want one assassinated immediately, you probably wouldn't go to Grace of the Crow, but you'd probably go to someone else.
Apparently, they just wait for someone else to do the job.
Yeah, if you want a guaranteed death in a year, effectively, then Grace of the Crow are very good at making it happen.
Okay. Cool. I'm not gonna tell him what company it is, but
Yeah, sure.
yeah. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go to bed. Good night. I was gonna walk
You guys
off
are sharing
to
a
my
room, I assume, aren't you?
Yeah, probably. I guess because we were the last 2 out. Let's just go to bed. I'm just gonna go get in my bed and go straight to sleep, or at least pretend to sleep, because Scrimshaw doesn't know what late sleep is, so he can't.
Okay,
talk.
so
Scrimshaw is sat looking directly at Morna for the whole night.
Are they now back in the room?
yeah.
Ah, you're back!
Oh no, you guys. Oh yeah, you and Saka have your own room.
Oh, do we? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got 3 rooms.
Shh! You're being too loud!
Okay, so the next day, the 38th day of spring comes around. The morning light begins to shine through your windows as the smell of cooking eggs and sausages and stuff fills your nose. What should you guys like to do today?
Morning, guys. Morning, all. You guys were really loud coming in last night. I was reading my books and I heard words about all sorts of things. I'm not sure if I was hallucinating some of it, but I'm just gonna forget I heard it. Well, what's for breakfast?
Sounds like sausages.
Halcyon comes through carrying a few plates, sausages
Oh,
and eggs
good.
and whatever things I had in the garden.
How's it lovely? Have you ever caressed the lady before?
She stops and looks at you
Oh my god.
not since college.
Oh, you should get back into it. It's really good. Dyrus will show you how to do it.
Yeah.
No,
Look over
Dyrus will not
Dyrus
show you.
in the direction of Dyrus and
show you
Sokka.
this.
Yeah, I'm a widow now.
You can still play the widow. Look, it's a lute. It's just an instrument.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, yeah.
Oh, I
Lute.
see. Well, I don't play any instruments, but my husband did. Enjoy your meal. She thinks back up into the kitchen.
That was a fun conversation.
She
So,
does go on about it a bit, doesn't she? The whole dead husband thing. Let's talk about it quite a bit.
I mean,
It's a bit of a
when
downer. I mean, we are all guests,
Terrible.
you know.
I think that is low on our list of priorities right now.
Well, I'm just saying, it's not very professional.
I mean, this isn't a very formal arrangement here.
No, but you know, a little bit of. Anyway.
So,
How
what are we
was your
doing
trip?
today?
So how do your spells go?
Okay.
My
Sorry,
spells
I
go.
missed that.
He said, how was your trip to the casino?
How was your trip to the casino? You went out last night, yes?
Yes, we lost some gold.
Ah, well, it happens.
Not a lot, only about 10 between us.
Oh, that's okay then.
We ran into Pietro Diacolti.
Okay.
Gideon, make a history check.
Don't know who that is, but...
The bald man that we saw in the docks yesterday.
Oh. Okay.
Piercing blue eyes.
Oh.
And
Whisper you.
complexion that never quits.
A very good looking man.
If that's your flavor, then
No.
Sure.
I'm just saying I can appreciate when a good looking human being, or,
Hey,
being
it's
in general.
it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you do you.
Yeah. I will do me. I would do me.
Okay, whatever that means.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah, basically he was open to the idea of negotiating trade, potentially for the jewels. I'm thinking perhaps if we decide to take up some work with a ship, maybe we can speak to him. He said he'd be at the party, which I believe he said was actually tonight.
Oh, wow. We should definitely go
Yeah, it'll
to
be
like a good party.
good to go and socialize. Maybe,
Get some connections, build our network.
of course.
What could ever go wrong?
What could go wrong? You know, someone could be shot in the street.
Well, that's just silly. Why would you...
Did you hear any bangs last night?
Oh, well, no. No, I did not.
They seem to have a bit of a strange custom here. Well, that said, it may be normal elsewhere, but there were a couple, I think they were merchants, which had had a bit of a... From what I could gather, they'd had a bit of a dispute. Neither of them were willing to compromise, so they each took a gun, walked 50 or so paces apart, and on someone else's count, they began a gun fight.
Can I just start ruffling through my bag while you're talking?
Is more honorable than starting gang war and getting lots of people killed, no?
Yeah. I mean,
You know,
I don't know,
if dispute was between them.
one of them just seemed to be a boy.
Well,
Probably not much older than Gideon.
well, boy should not have got himself involved with bad people.
You just say that name again of that guy as I kind of start rummaging through my notes more viciously in my bag.
Pietro Cotti, I believe it was.
I knew I've heard that name somewhere before. Here, look at this, and I pull out the remains of a burnt page. You all have it in your handouts.
Ooh. When was
This
that?
burnt page. It was from session 1. It says here, I think we've Pietro de Coti was involved with the business up at the Corsairs Crossroads. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how. The workers handsomely are returned to block the tunnel up further soon.
There's,
And there was a letter to Don Pacino as well.
there's someone in the Council of Nine in the Shining Rebel called Zara Pacino. I wonder if they're...
How would you know that, Mona?
I just know a lot about the Shining Rebel.
Again, how?
I just researched it. It's just interesting, isn't it? How their culture is so different from...
Insight check. Let's let the dice dissolve however we react to that.
Okay. Make a deception check, Mona.
Oof.
Alright, make an insight check, Gideon. She's obviously lying.
Ha! As if I've ever seen you with a book, Mona.
Can you read?
Did you ask if I could read?
I mean, I've not seen you read. I'm not sure Rickon can.
I take out the bit of paper and I read it to him.
I can teach you how to read if you'd like.
It's
Saka
okay. I
can
just
read
didn't know.
too. She
Okay.
can teach you.
Mona, quite honestly, I don't care how you know this information, but you don't feel like you have to lie to us. You know, we're the good guys, remember?
Yeah, I know.
One thing about that. Are we the good guys?
I'd say we're pretty neutral. I suppose.
So not
he
the
goes.
good guys.
I
No.
mean, what? We've saved a city from a void infestation. We've helped
Is that the
countless
same
people
city
on our
that
way
blew
so
up
far.
as we left?
Yeah, it was. It was a long story there. It's,
Yeah.
I think that may have been the start of a revolution.
but the point is, we're the good guys in all of this.
Okay.
You know, we were trying to stop these magic things getting into the hands of people like the Tempest brand, which are obviously evil. And
Why are the Tempest brand evil?
well, they just are.
Okay.
And we're the good guys. We're doing the good things.
We are the good guys! We are!
Yeah, I would say I wouldn't say I'm 100% good. Maybe just neutral. Like
Oh.
60% good at max.
Why not? You've I mean, all in all, you've been really nice to me.
Yeah, what evil things would you have ever done?
Well,
Mona?
I've
Or
not
plans
done
to?
anything evil. But
Okay.
maybe in the future,
Well,
I don't know, where will life take me? Maybe I'll become evil.
I believe in you, Mona, and I would happily trust you with my life.
An Oathbreaker monk.
Dave's just gonna lean in.
Neckbreaker.
You like
Alright, so...
Like a bad bit.
So, what do you guys want to do today?
Head to the party!
Oh no, it's the
That's
Magisterium,
today.
isn't it?
where was the-
Magisterium.
Where is the all-knowing person again?
The
The
Lawmaster.
Magisterium.
The Lawmaster,
The
that guy.
Magisterium in the Isle of
I think I would like to go there.
Elpas.
I'd like
Okay.
to make my way to the
Now that we've got Gideon as well.
Yeah, so okay, so you guys head off towards the Magisterium. It's the Magisterium is quite small. It hosts a library that you begin to walk around in, and somebody comes up to you and says, "Of course, you are welcome to browse this library all you like, but we do ask that you will make a donation to the upkeep of the Magisterium. The Shining Revel do not contribute in any way to the Magisterium here, so we only rely on donations, of course."
Okay. Well, if we find what we're looking for, we'll be sure to make a donation.
Of course, yes, no problem. Are you also here to see the Lawmaster? I haven't seen you around before, so maybe...
Yes, please.
Right, okay. He is in his office at the moment. Feel free to knock, and he sort of points towards the direction of the guy's office.
So we need no appointment of sorts.
Nah, he's not very busy.
I'm going to knock on the door.
Okay, so there's a few moments of nothing, and then you hear a bit of shuffling behind the door, and opening up the door is this quite quite average-sized man, even though he's quite fat. He's a little bald, and he's got this long white beard. And he's old, maybe 70, 75. And he's wearing this sort of brown cloak, atypical for magisters. Magisters tend to wear red normally, the colour of the college, the Arcanum in Lavar, but he just wears brown, almost like a cleric of some sort. And he has a cane in one hand. He says, "Yes, hello."
Hello. We have come to ask you some questions.
Yes, of course. Please come in. I have time to talk.
Lovely,
Is this a spiritual question or?
Of sorts. May I ask my question first? I kind of look around the room.
Yes, of course. And he goes, hobbles over behind his desk and sits down on this sort of quite rickety stool sort of thing.
My name is Darius, and this is my sister Saka. As you may be able to tell, we do not come from this land. We come from the land of Carlwood. We come seeking an ancient item known as the Heart of the Forest that was stolen from us by a powerful sorcerer. We were just wondering maybe if you knew where it could be.
He sort of begins nodding and stroking his beard and looking and thinking for a moment. He says, "Where have I heard that name before? Heart of the Forest."
It was an item given to us by an elf named Sorella. If that helps. It is made of black wood, but I believe you may call it ebony.
Oh, yes. That is something I have not heard about in a very long time. Not for a long time indeed.
I'm just going to poke in, go into Darius's ear and just go, "It's not me, is it?"
I don't think it's you.
Nah,
Well, when I was a student in the Arcanum in Lavar, one of the Grand Magisters there had the title of Lawmaster in Lavar, similar to how I have it here. He would often tell us stories of battles. Most I eventually discovered to be fabrications, but there was one that he told us quite often. A fellow student of mine had a particular interest in this tale and would often ask him to repeat it over and over again. The tale was an old Mistran legend. Rubbish, really. Before even the war between them and the elves. It was a tale about ancient beings, titans, really, who fought gods for hundreds of millennia before the gods won and banished most of them. There were many titans, of course, and they protected the land, the seas. The tale said that there was a heart of one of these titans during one of these battles was shattered into hundreds of pieces, and where they settled, the great forests of the world sprang from them, and each forest was protected by these shards, these pieces of one great heart. This fellow student was an elf by the name of what was his name? Kailu Zinfaran. He told me once, while we were both very drunk, that he had been given something by his father. He pulled this strange piece of black wood, and it had this crazy amount of magical potential, we noticed. When we put it near our arms, our hairs would stick up on end, and it would get goosebumps. We played pranks with it, and did all sorts of strange things, and but we could feel its sheer magical potential just by its proximity. He said that the reason he was interested in this tale was because if he had managed to acquire one, there must be them everywhere. They must be all over the place. And that maybe if he could collect enough, he could recreate this heart of the Titan itself. Though he said he would go off at some point and try and collect some more. Before long, he had left the Arcanum, and I never saw him again.
What was his name again, sorry?
His name was Kailu Zinfaran. He was a...
Kailu Zinfaran.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
he was the son of a noble from Orestas. Yeah, from a merchant family. I think the Zinfarans own a lot of mines around the Grey Mountains.
Okay.
I don't know much more about him than that, of course.
No idea where he could be now.
No, I haven't seen him in 50 years.
Ah, okay. That's quite a long time. Well, it's a start. It's a start. Thank you for your information.
Yes, no, of course. If there's any other questions you may have, please do not hesitate to ask.
Thank you. Anyone else want to ask a question?
One thing. Do you know anything about a little girl with shadows swirling around her, long black hair, possibly some kind of demon or deity or something in between?
He sort of looks at you and he says, I've never heard of something like this before. You might have...
Talks about gifts.
Yeah, usually I have an idea about something or other, but I don't even know where to start with this.
Okay, it was worth a try.
And if I can pester you for one more question, I feel like we owe you something in return for all this information you're giving us.
Well, information is better shared than kept to one person.
I'd like to spend some time with you maybe one day, because you seem like you might be able to help me more than just this, but just right now, if you wouldn't mind, I'd just like to play a song. I'll hum it if you don't mind. And I want you to tell me what you know about it.
Okay, so make a performance check.
No. Really?
He looks at you and he says, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
You must know he's a big guy in black armor. He's works Neruzatar.
Oh. You're asking about a man in black armor who follows Neruzatar?
Yes, yeah, I am.
It sounds like you're describing a scion.
A scion.
A scion, a warrior of the Black Keep in Carnea.
Yeah, we have some unfortunate business with him, and I'd like to know how to find him.
Well,
We would.
I don't know. You're describing one of many. I do not know specifically who you are talking about.
Do you mean many? How can there be many? There was one guy, he killed our friend Vonzel. We need to kill him.
Where did you see this man?
Barathon, a few days ago.
Barathon? I've never seen a scion so far away from home.
Well, what did they do? Who are they? I have so many questions to ask.
They are foot soldiers, the warriors loyal to the Lich, Neruzatar.
Do they not have autonomy over their actions? I mean, this is his choice.
They could. I'm surprised that you survived after meeting one. Usually they are just figures of legend. That if you see a scion, you haven't long to live.
I've got a big scar on my forehead to prove that I survived. That was a joke. Don't worry, you got me. It's Harry Potter.
Ah, he hit me with his sword and it bounced off me because the power of love.
Yeah, my parents' spirit got in the way. No, I have so many questions, so much information I could ask you. I feel that I cannot get enough. In this period that we have now.
It is. I have to say, I have never heard of a sighting of a scion outside of Carnea. The fact that one has travelled so far south is atypical, if anything.
It could be because when I look around Scrimshaw, do you think we should show him
Show him what?
the thing we got?
Can I just do a general insight check on him to see whether he... I don't know, if he's... I'm just thinking if he shares information as a living, then like...
Yeah, can't be trusted.
Do we really want to let him know what we got?
I can make an insight check. I mean, he seems well-meaning.
How are you with secrecy? If we were to ask you some information and ask you to not pass this on, would you do that, or do you have some kind of oath to spread knowledge no matter what?
I am bound by, you could call it client-patient confidentiality, I suppose. But that I will not share anything if you do not want me to.
Okay. I'm gonna trust you. We have come into possession of what we've learned to be called an elder box. Have you heard of such items?
Yes.
I think they're fairly common, Scrimshaw, but this one in particular...
They're not common.
Well, not common, but they exist and there's many of them, right? From what we understand,
As far as I know, there's about... all the boxes which I've heard of, obviously they vary in power. I've heard of maybe 20 in my life.
And just to clarify, the trapped guards.
That's what the legends say. I don't know what they are.
Or is there any?
Have you seen one in person before?
Only once in the Arcanum.
Okay, well, let's make that twice.
Who's carrying it?
Skirmisher.
I got it.
Okay, cool.
I'll take it out. We, until we learn of the dangers of using this, were using it. A recent encounter has led us to believe that it is quite dangerous to use. There was a rift in space. I'm hesitant to know what would happen if we keep using it.
Most people who happen across an elder box find themselves dead within a few months of using it, because they tend to abuse it, and it is not used to giving power without taking something in return, of course.
Oh, where have I heard that before?
I think you would be wise to limit its use. Also, those who are in search of such items will know the location of it after its use as well, for a short amount of time.
Is this something that Ruzatar would be interested in? I mean, these things have been around for a long time, right? Why all of a sudden is he... Is that why the Scion came to Borath?
Could be.
You mentioned its use. Are you referring to looking into it, or activating the power?
I don't know enough about it. I think looking into it is effectively opening it up. I think if somebody is looking for an open elder box, it will give off quite a signal. You do not. You are very brave for carrying this item around, I might say.
I wonder if
There are powerful forces who are looking for such things. And most elder boxes are very hidden away. Dungeons and tombs deep underground, trapped beyond belief. But occasionally an elder box will present itself for some reason. Maybe it considers those who are finding it to be carrying on some mission it may have. Whilst it does not have a conscience or sentience, it does have this sort of purpose, a destiny as such.
must an inanimate object having a will?
Sorry?
Like an inanimate object having a will?
These items are so old, and they exist almost on another level of consciousness than we do. Whilst it might not have a physical sort of mind, it almost certainly has a will. And it seems that it's chosen you, of all people, to carry out that will.
Do you know of any ways to perhaps protect ourselves when using this? Or ways to keep it hidden?
Don't open it. That's the best way to keep it hidden.
That's fair. Perhaps ways to make it less dangerous if time comes where we do have to use it.
I don't know. I think when you are using an item of this level, there is no way of making it safe. It's always going to be a risk.
Then what of destroying
that risk
them?
can be limited. And what of destroying them, you ask?
Yes.
There may be ways. Banishing them. They as far as I've heard, if you banish them, they tend to reform after a while. Appear deep underground before they make themselves aware. Make people aware of them to pick them up and carry on their will. They don't seem to really go anywhere. The best thing to do is bury them deep underground and forget about them.
Okay. Well, I have a couple of ideas. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, sir.
I'm just curious to see such an item being brought to me. I've never seen
Oh,
something so strange. A bunch of travellers coming to me for assistance on such a crazy item.
yeah, I fear we're a bit in over our heads with this. One more thing. Do you know anything about this? And I just pull my hood back and kind of show myself to him.
Lightning crashes outside.
Dun 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 dun.
I'm like, oh, that was really spooky timing.
He sort of like sits back in his chair, like looks quite impressed for a moment, and then inches forward, like, and begins stroking like your cheek almost, like trying to like feel the grain of the ivory and then the wood like behind your neck and stuff. He's like, huh. So this is how it's done.
It?
Yes, the process of animating various objects is well known to mages, but you seem to be so well done, so well designed that you aren't a construct, that's for sure. He sort of like looks around your body and head.
I mean, according to the one who made me, I'm the least well designed of any that he done.
And whoever made you was very talented indeed. He sort of like sort of grabs you by the shoulders and spins you around, and he like sort of lifts up your back of your cloak and like begins looking underneath. You and I'm sure, I hope I'm not offending you by saying this. You are almost human-like in your creation.
I think so.
He spins you around again, so he's
Absolutely.
like face to face with you. He says, "What I mean, and I don't mean that you were designed like to be human-like. Your body shares many similarities to organically grown creatures. You weren't constructed per se. That's what I can tell."
So, that's what I can gather from the equipment from where I was created. I can never. The one who created me never really gave me any proper insight as to how he did it.
And you asked about this girl that you see. Have you considered that there has been a long-lasting point of contention amongst the magical community in which constructs are not sentient. They only carry out the will of the person who's created them. There has been a point raised, just a theory, that you could combine the body of a construct with the soul of a being or person, and make it forget who it is.
Forget.
Yes, a sort of a blank slate. You use the energy of the essence of the soul, and raise it as if it is a sentient being. It relearns many things, and it learns what you teach it, but it's still something else. Maybe this is what you see in your dreams.
Are you saying I would have had a past life? A whole life before this one?
I don't know. Only whoever created you could answer that question for sure, but I do think that is the most likely answer, than you were just created and are a construct. You clearly have consciousness, you clearly have a soul, and you
Well, the
clearly
other
have an organic body.
The other ones that were made, they had some organic bodies as well, but well, I suppose it was a mix. There was metal. He seemed to be trying all manner of things, but like you said, they only ever carried out his will. They never seemed to have any wants. They never seemed to have any desires. They only did what was asked of them. Nothing more, nothing less.
And what happened to your creator?
I don't know. He left. He never came back. He would often leave to get supplies, to take his creations somewhere. I don't know where, but he would return without them.
Interesting. Well, maybe if you seek him out, maybe he'll find you. I don't know.
I'm worried that if he was unable to, that whatever prevented him is a powerful force. I'm not strong enough to be near anything like that. Not yet.
You'll find your answers soon, I'm sure.
I hope so.
He stands up. If there's anything else I can do, please come return again. Please donate if you can.
We will. Anyone else?
I don't really have any questions. I'm a pretty simple person.
I might come back to you at one point in my just to learn for a bit, but yeah, I'm done at the moment.
What? No, don't worry.
Okay, so yeah, so you guys, he shows you guys out to the Magisterium. We'll wrap up in a bit, but if anyone has any last sort of,
I'm gonna pop a gold in the
Yeah,
in the donations thing.
I'll give a few.
that's a generous donation. That's good.
3 gold pieces, I think.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap up, but if anyone wants to have any last sort of stuff and whatever,
Yeah,
please go
particularly.
Okay.
ahead. Yeah, no.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, yeah, I don't have any questions.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
Right. So yeah, so we'll finish there then
Cool.
at 10-ish. Right. Thank you for coming, guys.
Yeah,
You're
thanks for
most
hosting.
welcome.
We will
Yeah.
do the party tomorrow on next week, and then there might be more stuff. So who knows? Lots of
Yes,
things.
next
Okay.
week. I don't know what time I'm going to be